Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Obzodact, episode 50 something. I'm here with Tar, who's
Hello.
staying for the whole episode, and I'm here with Rail, who is leaving.
Yay!
So how's it?
What? Okay, yeah.
Sorry, how's it going, guys?
Did you know I've been ill since January 1st? That's I have a graphic on screen that shows 8 days of sickness.
You have a graphic? Where'd you put the graphic?
No, on your video. Oh, sorry, I forgot you don't. you don't do anything with these fucking things.
No, I just record it and then I post it onto YouTube.
This is true. Yeah, 8 days of sickness. Do you know what that's like? Do you even have any idea what that's like?
Have you been von bombing?
No. My head has just been full of. It's like a sinus infection, but also like my eyes were getting all gammy, and my now I've got a tooth that really hurts. I don't know why the fuck that's happened. I guess I didn't eat anything for 4 days. So
I swear you always got some fucking shit up with you, motherfucker. You always
I'm
got
so
sinus
ill.
shits.
Yeah, I know.
Do you
It's
have
been very unlucky.
because I have a thing where, I don't know, I don't think it applies to me anymore, but when I was younger, my sinuses were too small. Because I hadn't fully developed, my sinuses were so small that I could very easily get in sinus infections. Maybe that's what you got, because you always got this complaint about this fucking shit.
I don't know. I imagine I probably got an average to large sized sinus.
Hey guys, look at my screen. Wait for it. Wait. Just keep looking. Fuck. Hey!
Oh.
You see that? The light changed. It's out of focus. I don't give a shit. Wait, guys, keep watching. Whoa! I'm green! Isn't that crazy?
I think my pill went out of date. Oh, I keep throwing food.
I thought you said you weren't throwing up, dude. If you're gonna keep... Okay, well, whatever. I've got some questions, Tart.
Yep.
That I got to ask you and Rail, actually. Rail, are you there?
Wait, I have a question for Rail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather
Right.
have dogs' paws, or it's like dog's paws as a human, or would you rather just be a dog?
I'd say a dog because dogs are just like unconditionally happy. You know.
You'd have to be a shit dog, though. Is the thing because
There
if you had
isn't
the
such thing
choice
as a
to be,
shit dog.
There is
such
shit
thing as a
dogs.
shit
What
dog.
about the ones that live for like
No,
literally 3 years? And then
yeah, the ones that can't breathe.
Yeah,
and
those ones
shit.
are shit.
Yeah, and that's fine as well because I'd only be alive for 3 years. That sounds alright as well.
But you would be as happy. I think there's happy dogs and some dogs.
Yeah,
like
you ain't gonna be a Labrador because otherwise the game wouldn't work in this scenario.
I don't think dogs get born with chemical imbalances in the brain.
Oh no, they do. I had a buddy. His dog was on antidepressants.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, no, exactly.
Oh.
And do you know their reaction? He was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta give my dog his pills." And at first I was like, "Oh, that's funny, isn't it? What's to give the dog pills like a little human?" And then he was like, "Yeah, they're antidepressants." And I went, "Oh fuck
What the
off!
fuck?
That's not real."
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah, but it turns out, dogs, they're even medicating the goddamn dogs now, this world. Fluoride in the dog water.
Fluoride in the It sounded funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could riff off of that though, guys. Like go gonna go. Guys,
No, this is a very serious podcast.
I'm sorry.
It's
Hey!
alright.
I got another I got a would you rather actually in my on my mobile phone. Just give me a fucking second. I closed it down.
What was the actual question you wanted to ask there?
Okay, I guess I should ask this because just in case.
Get out the tar questions first. Since we won't have long.
Yeah.
So Tar, what have you? Well, I kind of want to get this from both of you. What have you guys eaten today?
I'll let Rail go first.
No, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, because Tar, you're gonna leave soon. You have to Tar, you can't get out. What have you eaten? Tar!
Okay, I woke up.
Oh, fucking, that's not food! That's not food!
Alright, I had...
You're gonna make me sick. Respond quickly. You're gonna leave soon. Tell me what you ate quicker.
I had one little packet of Monster Munch. I had a very small ham sandwich, and then I went to the shop and I bought a chocolate bar, and I ate that chocolate bar, and I bought a bottle of Mountain Dew, and I ate that bottle of Mountain Dew, and I chewed a stick of gum.
Whoa!
Why are you having all of this? Why are you having all this sugary shit if you're sick?
What do you mean? I'm not getting better eating fucking Wonder Bread, am I?
Yeah, but the sugar's gonna make it fucking worse. Your tummy's gonna be like ill, and your
No,
immune
no,
system's gonna be like, nah.
No, I don't have a tummy bug. Actually, I feel a lot better after having some sugar. Because I haven't eaten any sugar in like fucking ages.
Well, you should get that sugar from fruit, because then you also get vital vitamins.
Yeah, and you also get bowel cancer, so that's what happens.
That's true.
You get
That's
cancer
true.
from everything.
No, but you really do.
I heard that you get bowel. I've cut out fruit entirely.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Ray, Tar, cough quicker. You're gonna leave soon.
I finished coughing. Don't worry.
Well, if that's okay. If you want to cough again, though, just do it, but very quick, like hard and loud.
All right.
Rail, what have you eaten today?
Let me get into my flat quickly. I'll tell you.
Okay. Yeah, because Rail has a list of. He writes it all down in his flat, and so he needs to get a list to read it.
I memorize it. I memorize my meals.
You memorize it? How? Really?
Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah.
Well, how do you keep track of it then?
I memorize it.
For years? I take the picture of everything I eat.
Well, there's not really much reason to look back 3 months at a meal I ate.
So you don't keep track of it, is what you're saying?
I keep track until the point. It's like I remember meals that I ate up until the point of where either food poisoning isn't an issue, or if I eat something regularly enough that it could cause a problem with my health, I'll remember that I have eaten that specific thing at this regularity. You know, I won't remember when I had lobster bisque, but I'll remember that I quite often eat an apple.
Lobster bisque? How much fucking money do you have?
Not well, I don't know. I don't spend any money, so it's fair about.
That's
good.
Yeah. So I didn't have breakfast because I didn't get out of bed for ages. And then I made myself a pasta in vegetable soup, like that powder ready vegetable soup. And I was like, I went on YouTube to like watch some shit, and I was like, oh, I haven't watched Oliver's fucking Fallout 4 Let's Play yet. I guess I'll go through those 2 episodes. That's why
what did you think? What did you think?
I liked the first episode.
It's gonna get ready. I've got 30 episodes ready to go up already.
I hope it's only you only get like a tiny bit of the way through like all these other ones. Like you haven't done anything in the game at all yet.
It's the worst Let's Play ever. I'm gonna upload one a week. If I uploaded one a week from now on, it would take a year, and I would have gotten nowhere. I've recorded so much.
That's awesome. That's such a good idea.
It's so shit. Well, I'm glad you were watching that, but it's not food. It's not food. Rail, what have you eaten? That's not food.
I already told you. I had fucking dry ass pasta and fucking disgusting vegetable soup, and I was very sad while eating it because I was eating vegetable soup.
It wasn't good. Well, because you tried to boil it in the soup, boil the pasta in the soup, or did you boil? You at least did the pasta boil?
Oliver, have you ever just had vegetable soup? Like that is the saddest food item you could have. That's the shit that would just instantly make you feel really upset. That's what vegetable soup is to me.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of associate.
I feel quite happy with soup.
I mean, I don't feel happy
with every other soup besides vegetable soup.
I feel like I'm being revived because I always have soup when I'm ill, and so it makes me feel like I'm being revived when I eat it. I feel like my health bar going up.
It's like a wholesome gnome food. Like a peasant would eat this. Makes me feel like life's simpler.
I'd love to be like a peasant in like back in fucking 1800s or some shit, like
No.
live to 40.
Bro,
Be
we
like,
live in
oh,
England.
well.
We're not far off it. Hey, the damn conservatives.
back
Am I
to it.
right?
The
Oliver, I-
conservatives and all that.
Topic.
Oliver, I realized something the other day. We recorded the podcast I was on. We recorded it like when the Queen died, and
Yeah.
I realized like, oh, it was actually perfect timing for me to go on there because me and Oliver could have to go back and forth about how we both feel about it. But because this podcast is so shit, we didn't bother having a proper conversation.
Oh,
We
should
just
we talk about the
mentioned it.
Queen's death then? Is this just
No,
Oh.
no, it's so irrelevant.
the Queen is so. That was so last month. She
Yeah, I know,
only
right?
ruled for like 75 years. Fuck that bitch.
It wasn't last month. It was was it like a month after that we posted that Obzodact because you were a fucking retard and didn't just pull it up straight away?
Yeah, it was probably like 3 months ago then from now. But I don't know. We haven't got Tar's opinion. Tar, what's your? This is new news. Tar, what's your opinion on the Queen? Dead. Dead
My
Queen.
opinion is that she died,
Right.
and people queued up for a very long time to look at her casket.
That was funny. I found
And,
that funny that people wanted to queue up to look at a box.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. There was a picture of Prince Charles' big fingers. I like that. That was a good one.
Yeah,
And
David Firth.
Holly
David Firth made like a funny
Willoughby
edit.
and Philip Schofield cutting to the front of the line, and people were angry. And it's like, well, they're celebrities. That's what you get when you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're stupid enough to sit there and watch them on TV every day, then you end up giving away some of your privileges to them. That's what happens.
That's true. That's a good way of looking at it.
You know.
If I was a celebrity, I'd ask if well, first of all, if I was a celebrity, I'd be a musician, and then I'd ask if I can get on I could do a concert on the dead body.
I'd be a celebrity where like some producer would like invite me to a party, and then me being present at that party would be like blackmail against me. You know, he'd like take me to a visit. I'd go fishing at Epstein's Island, and then I'd come back, and then he'd be like, "Okay, you better do this movie, or I'm gonna tell people that you went to Epstein's Island for kid sex." And I was like, "No, I just went for fishing." That's probably the kind of celebrity I am.
Oh,
I bet
okay.
that's why. I bet that's why Bill Clinton went to Epstein's Island. He was just fishing. He definitely isn't a pedo or anything.
No, he
I bet he
doesn't.
was just fishing.
He doesn't fish.
He
He
fishes,
fishes.
boy puss. He fishes.
He's an old white man. He definitely fishes.
He fishes
That's
shit
not
out
true
of
at all.
boys' assholes and eats it. Rail, what kind of celebrity would you be?
Fucking. I don't fucking know. I don't want to be one.
Would you be a
Celebrity's
black
terrible.
celebrity?
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, no, this isn't a question. This is more of just an observation. Rail would be a rapper. Ron would be Rail would be a celebrity rapper. Ron would be a celebrity raper.
Yeah,
Just
Ron's
I got more
interesting.
questions.
Yeah,
Ty, you might have to leave soon.
I
So-
do. I have like 4 minutes exactly.
Okay, shit.
I managed to extend my schedule. I asked my PA.
Okay, good. I got to get the important one out of the way. Real life war or video game war? Both of you can answer at once or whatever you want. But that's the question: real life war or video game war?
Rail, did you know what he just said?
Real life war or video game war? Get out just one now. Quick.
Real life war or video game war?
Yes.
Oh,
Bum 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 ba 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 la la da now now.
hey, when do
No.
I get to plug my stuff?
Ty, after you answer this question, quick, and then you can plug anything you want. Just answer the question: real life war or video game war? Keep it concise. We don't have a lot of time.
Okay. I think it's a very topical question. What
When
the
is it
fuck
not
does it even
topical?
fucking mean, Oliver? What are you fucking asking me? I don't like war. War is bad.
Well, isn't it? Well, if you think war's bad, then why do you shoot people in video games?
Then
So you would say video game war.
There you
If you think
go.
war is bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but
No
Rail,
one
what's your
should go to
response?
war.
Or do you think the dramatization of war adds to us being desensitized to the real violence in a sort of proxy way,
What?
which then feeds into perpetuating, everlasting violence?
Are you saying
Huh?
video games cause war?
No. That's an argument that people like to make, where like some people don't like playing games like Call of Duty or whatever because they feel like it's sensationalizing violence and war in a way.
What do you think,
So
Tom?
we're in 2006. Feel like
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
not the
gonna pull out my longboard and go skating down to the Grove in my oversized t-shirt and baggy cargo trousers.
I'm saying what other people think. I personally don't give a shit.
But
All right.
what's
Video
your
game war. Next question. Rapid fire.
okay? But I really need Rail's response. Real life war or video game
Well,
war?
he likes real life war, especially in poor countries.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, especially in poor countries. Yeah.
Capybaras should live or die.
I saw a funny post about those, and it was someone said, "Is that one of those chupacabras I've been hearing about?"
Guess not what they're fucking called, is it?
They're capybaras, but they
Yeah.
sound similar, don't they? It's like a play on words joke.
They're like a big
I like
rat.
capybaras.
Do you think they should be killed in a rat trap, big version, or preserved?
No, they're good for the environment. They clean your bins out.
Those big ones? Those
Yeah.
big capybaras clean my bins out?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Have you ever seen a bin man?
Oh, okay. No, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of rude. That is rude.
Yeah.
I love capybaras. I've been learning about them just like for this whole week.
So
It's been so lovely.
How much do they weigh?
Yeah,
so they should live, I guess, is the consensus.
No, he doesn't even know.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't
He
remember
doesn't
numbers.
even know.
Why?
You've
why
spent
would you
an
remember
entire
num-
week
why
learning
would you
about this
remember-
animal, and you don't
How would
even
you?
know.
Why would you remember
Look at you.
how much an animal weighs? That's
Dude,
fucking retarded.
I've caught you out, bro.
Okay, how much does a fucking giraffe weigh, cunt? Answer that.
I didn't. Yeah, but I haven't been researching giraffes for a month.
Yeah.
All right,
Ask me a question
I got the
about
test.
lions. Ask me a question about
No.
lions.
No, Tart, you said for the last week you've been researching little children. How much does the average little child weigh?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think he's been doing that just this week.
About 6 stone. It's the perfect weight.
Okay, well, Tar wins the argument. Okay, we got.
I pulled a muscle in my pelvis and it's really bad.
Oh,
Did he say he was going for a tournament or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. How?
It's just
How
CS:GO.
are you gonna? How are you gonna
play-
perform?
I'm going to
Are you
play
gonna
CS:GO.
perform? Oh, you're playing a video game. All right.
Yeah.
Don't call that a tournament.
It's not even a tournament. We're just going to play a couple games.
well, to be fair, CS:GO is it's like you can tune into Twitch and watch Twitch players live, like as if you were a member of the audience in the arena. You can watch Twitch but from your computer through the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you can watch people that you'll never meet and pretend that you're friends.
Yeah,
And
well,
that
what's
they
the
know
difference
you
between
like
that
you.
and going to a football game and imagining fucking the guy in the goal posts?
I had a wait, no, finish off the last thing you wanted to say and then I'll
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, Rail, favorite white raper, not rapper, but I mean favorite rapist who's a white guy.
Did Ron write these fucking questions?
Albert Fish.
Albert.
Ooh, that's a good
okay.
one. That's a really good one. With
Yeah.
his hotel.
Oh yeah, he did own a hotel, didn't he?
Do you know how he got
Yeah.
caught?
Yeah.
The fish he raped started stinking up the joint.
When he got fucking,
Yeah.
I think he wanted to get caught. He fucking, we shouldn't talk about this. That's too sad.
Don't worry, I don't
Yeah,
think the victims or the families are going to be, it happened.
Well, no, but I mean about the podcast listeners who tune in to hear Oliver talk about fucking shit.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about fucking shit instead of fucking fish then.
Okay.
Anyway, when I was
Sorry.
I had I had horrible fever dreams, because I was dehydrated because I forgot to drink enough water, and I have I have two dehydration nightmare dreams that I
Can you
get.
read them?
No, I just remember them. I don't write anything down. Who uses a fucking
Why
pencil?
aren't you using? Why aren't you using the fucking dream server?
Do I look like a fucking monk to you?
Yes.
It ain't happening. I'm not writing
It's a
shit
trick
down.
question, Rail. We can't see him right now.
Yeah, it's true.
I can see him.
Oh. Tar, what were the dreams? Quick, you have to leave soon. Tell us the dreams before you leave soon.
Okay, so basically, I used to get them a lot when I was a kid because I'd go to grandma's, and in the middle of summer, and she'd be like, "Oh dearie, you're gonna be so cold," and she'd wrap me up in a duvet, and then she put a thick blanket on top of that, and then another thick blanket on top of that, and I would sweat and sweat and sweat all night, and I wouldn't drink any water, and I'd get horribly dehydrated very quickly.
Oh, that's horrible.
And then I'd have terrifying nightmares.
Oh shit. Dude, that's not funny. That's actually really. That's sad. Don't laugh at your own. Don't laugh at your own pain. There could be people
dude,
who
it
share
was
the pain.
fucking. It's like suffering.
That's how you deal with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also quite funny.
I just took a picture of myself.
I'd have two. So basically, there's one where,
Wait, was this recent?
Yeah. I had it like a couple of days ago. I had one, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is just like the one I had when I was a kid." And I knew what to do, so I walked downstairs and like fucking chugged some water, and I'm like, "Okay, eventually this will stop," because I'm still in the nightmare, but I know that I'm in. It's like fucking. Basically, the nightmare is I can't look at my hands when I'm having it because I'll look at them and they'll look and feel really swollen and bloated, as if they're like popping, as if like all of my innards and like all the liquids coming out of my hands, and my whole body just feels like really swollen and massive,
God damn.
and like painful.
Wait, so that's after you wake up. That's how you wake up.
Yeah, I wake up and I'm looking at myself and I feel myself, and like everything my body touches just feels really horrible. That's one of the different dreams. The other one is I feel like I can also feel like nothing's actually. It feels like I'm floating. This one I usually get when I'm asleep. I don't get it when I'm awake, but it feels like I'm floating in like nothingness, like in space. And every single part of my body has a sewing needle just jammed into it.
God damn! Does it hurt in the dream?
Yeah, my entire body. It's like, ow, really bad. And
okay.
And one I don't get it anymore. I don't think I've had it since, but I remember Dad telling me about it. I was waking up. I was like half awake, half asleep. He's like, yeah, you were like awake. I didn't feel like I was.
God
but
damn.
I was like yelling at him like, the bugs are eating me. The bugs are eating me.
What the fuck? Were your eyes open?
Yeah, I was awake, but I didn't feel like I was.
Holy shit, that's horrible. I had a similar experience recently where I was asleep, for sure asleep, but I was in sleep paralysis. Like, so my mind was awake, but my body's asleep. But I've gotten pretty good at controlling certain things whilst in sleep paralysis. Like, I can't quite control how I breathe.
Yeah.
But I can feel myself breathing, and as soon as I enter that rhythm of feeling that I'm breathing in, and then I can feel that I'm breathing out, I can kind of talk as I breathe out.
Yeah.
And so I've been sometimes and I got pretty clear with it. I remember in my sleep, what I thought I was doing in my sleep paralysis was saying, "Wake me up, wake me up, wake me up." And then when I woke up, I said, Ella was like shaking me awake, and I woke up, and then I said, "Hey, do you understand what I said?" And she said, "I'm pretty sure you're saying wake me up." And that was from my sleep, and I was speaking to someone while sleeping, and I could hear her. Isn't that insane how I can communicate with someone? I know just said you did the exact same thing, but it's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. I like sleep my thing's very similar to sleep paralysis, but I'm not paralyzed. Like, I'm fully moving around. Probably more dangerous.
That sounds worse than sleep paralysis almost.
Yeah.
It just well, really, it just sounds like you're delusional. You're like delusional.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
first step.
I don't think I hold water very well. I think I very quickly lose. If I was put in a desert, I'd be dead in an hour.
Yeah, do you have to drink through the night? It sounds like you do.
Normally I don't. But as soon as I get it, like, as soon as my body gets a little bit sick or something, then that amount of water's not enough, and I get like dehydrated.
I'm guessing because you blow your nose. Do you blow your nose a lot, Tar? Do you
No, I
foam up?
can't. I can't really blow my nose very well.
Dude, you might have sinus infection.
Yeah, I've been sticking toilet paper up it and blowing a little bit, get some of that out on it. It's really effective, actually. I quite like that way more than like just holding toilet paper up to your nose and then blowing. You're not going to get much out. What you need to do is like get a little, devise a little instrument out of the paper, and sort of like blow and then move it around in the space so that it's causing different channels to open.
I just recently got into gobbing up through my mouth, and it's a life changer, dude. I haven't done it for my whole life because I have this fear of vom bombing, and it's like very close to that in my eyes. But then I started running, and I just had to do it. Otherwise, I was gonna get sick every time I ran. Yeah. And it's awesome. I'm just running down the street, and then and so like a massive string of it, and no one can fucking stop me, and I'll just have to watch. It's so awesome.
You know what? That really is, when people who run, they're like, oh yeah, I'm in the zone and I'm finding it difficult. When they say stuff like that, because they're actually like really fit, it's not. I don't think it's actually as difficult as what you're doing there. Because like, I'm really
unfit.
Yeah, like you. I think you were definitely putting in 100% effort with that. Like I remember when I first ran. Like I hadn't ran since I was probably like 11 or 12, and I was like 16. I was like 17 years old. And I felt like that. I felt like all the iron and all the blood in my body is like leaving. Felt like I was about to die, and I was like hawking up, and I was like, God damn, what is this? I'm just running.
Yeah. It's not good when you're unfit, but the effort goes down, right? The more you do it.
Oh yeah.
I think but I wouldn't have ever done it if I wasn't terrified of but it's because my lungs got real bad, and I was like, shit, I need to get my lungs good. So I started. But it's kind of like one of those things where maybe you shouldn't be training an organ when they're in a bad way. Maybe I should, because I got myself real sick. But maybe I should have waited a bit, because I went straight in to run 30 minutes every single day.
Yeah, that's too much to start with for someone who doesn't do any of that before.
It's literally all I do, and then I sit down for the rest of the day.
That's what I did. I went from running 12-minute miles, which is not too bad for someone who never ran. I got down to like a 6-minute 20-second mile within a month.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like halved it. And then I like, because of that, I'd torn a tendon in my foot because I was just going so hard trying to get the quickest mile.
I've never torn a tendon, dude. But it sounds like it painful, probably. But I have a question.
It's nasty.
Yeah. I have a question for you. Yeah. Just wait a moment.
I can do one more question and then I'll have to leave. I keep
Fuck!
My
okay,
PA is yelling at me.
Okay. Rail, I've got a good question for you, so don't worry about that. But this one, I guess, will be dedicated to Tar, and then the other one will just be for Rail. Oh. So, Tar question: thoughts on Paul from TikTok? You must know him, right?
From TikTok? Yeah, no, I've seen that guy.
Yeah, and I put, what did he do? I didn't do research.
Don't worry.
I don't remember. So, I don't know what he did.
Basically, right? He is he's a neurodivergent individual.
What the fuck does that mean? The fuck? You're talking about like tendons?
It means he's a spacker. He's a silly individual. He's a bit of a fucking retard. He belongs in the loony bin. He is mentally unwell.
Okay.
He's an odd fellow, is what he is. But he's probably also a bit of a nonce as well, maybe.
Yeah, does neurodivergent mean that his age diverged into being to younger, so he thinks he's younger, and then
No,
it's like,
no, I think he's in his case. I think he's definitely like mentally aware enough where him being a nonce is like you should, definitely lock him up if he's up to that nonsense. But you see a lot of people on the internet. They'll like go after these nonces, right? This isn't. It's not a hill I really want to die on, but they'll go after these people who are pedos, and they'll entrap them by like sending them messages pretending to be a child, and they'll get these people. And when you see like the videos of them, they're like sitting there and they've got like fucked up faces, and they're like clearly very, very, very mentally not. Like,
yeah,
and they're like, "Do you see what you're doing?" And they're like, "No, I don't know anything." It's like, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, it's sickening. I would kill him if I saw him." And it's like, oh my god, this poor guy needs like a fucking person to go and talk to
yeah, he
him and
needs a
look
fucking
after him.
child to come and suck him off.
No,
No, I know what you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like
And
he's
also-
a pedophile, but he's also like he's also probably a million other things. Is like wrong with him.
yeah, it's like he probably isn't even a nonce. He probably just thought, "Oh, someone has fucking messaged me for once," 'cause
Yeah.
Or it could
no-
also be a thing as well of like when you're in a very, very like awful state of mind, you're just willing to destroy yourself further and further. So
Yeah,
It could be that.
doing something like that could
It's-
just be like a scream for help.
they're
Yeah.
mentally unwell and they're poor lonely guys. Most of them
I'll-
need
I'll
help.
admit
And
though,
then
I'll admit though, I do love watching those videos.
I find
I
them
do admit
sickening.
I do love kids.
I also wanted to say that everyone talks about how they care so much about mental health and all this sort of stuff, but
Yeah.
the way I see it is it really
No,
only
that's right.
goes as far as depression for normal people, and that's about as far as anyone gives a fuck. People are like, "Oh, you're depressed." Yeah, I understand that, but then you see on TikTok every single one of those poor autistic guys on there. There's millions of them, and every single comment is just people Cal the Dragon. People have bullied him for fucking ages and ages and
Yeah,
ages.
that's
He
really
hasn't even
sad.
done anything. He's
Yeah,
not
that's
even
really-
He's not a bad person. He's just a little weird because he's autistic.
Yeah, I have because obviously I've cultivated a following of people who hate me because they think I'm autistic
Yeah,
on
yeah.
on TikTok, and I get loads of DMs of people like sending me, for the people I follow back, they always send me Callum the Dragon, that guy.
Yeah.
They always send me his clips in the hopes that I'll respond in the hopes to get all the retards into a group kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just weird. It's very. I mean, obviously, I've experienced it firsthand. Luckily, I'm not retarded enough to do the shit that because they literally will say like, Callum, you should check, you should do this or you should do that, and he'll do all of it because he's obviously retarded.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like that.
it's
It's
really
like that
weird.
thing that Ron, when he posted that to Twitter, it was that video of him going like, "Tell me what to do. I'll do anything if you do it. Tell me, I'll do it. You just tell me and I'll do it." And I thought, like, that's what these people are like. It's like someone needs to be there to tell them, no, you
No.
don't just do whatever anybody online tells you to.
Yeah, the
You
main
know.
one I'd get is like there are ants under your skin, and obviously their hope with that is that if they comment that on every single retard's profile,
Yeah,
that a percentage of them will actually post a video of them ripping their skin off or whatever.
yeah,
They really are out for literal blood.
yeah. I think that's another thing is these people, they don't quite understand what they're doing to people. They don't quite think like, oh, that's upsetting. That would be really upsetting to someone who didn't quite understand things properly.
Yeah,
It's quite sad.
I guess because they're a community, they're kind
Yeah,
of hide in their mess.
Yeah. It's like people who enjoy. It's become a group. It's like people who enjoy, reality TV, all that kind of shit, like the Kardashians and like what the fucking island where they fuck. What's that even called? I forget.
Fuck Island.
Yes, I'm not being like one of those people like I don't even know what it's called. I've just forgotten.
Yeah, I know. You've watched the whole show though, but I know it's
Yeah, no,
sometimes
every
it's hard
single
to
episode
remember.
I've rewatched it twice.
Is it called Sex Island? Do you know what we're talking about, Rail? That one island show where they fuck. Love Island.
Love Island, that's the one. Yeah, Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, I've seen a couple clips of the Australian. It's a bit funnier. But yeah,
It's
it's
like-
like that. It's like that's a group of people, and then there's a group of people who really enjoy finding autistic people on TikTok to bully. It's like
Yeah.
shit, dude.
I mean, we didn't run browse TikTok to find autistic people, but we don't interact. We just
It's
you just
you can
watch.
like the videos and enjoy it. You know that Rory McDonald's a really good example of that. You know he has mental health. You know he's got issues,
He's retarded.
but it's love and affection that people show him. They're fans of him. They're not fucking. They're not watching him because they hate him for some fucking reason.
I guess it depends on what type of retard you are, because I find my hate comments go way down the moment I stop responding to them, and I'm assuming because Callum puts himself in a position where people can just bully him and tell him to do whatever and he'll do it. More and more people who like doing that kind of thing are going to be attracted to him as opposed to someone else who maybe ignores it. So,
I think
yeah.
I think people are also nicer to people who are like very I guess it's I mean, you know, I'm terminally online. I've spent so long on the internet. I can usually very, very quickly spot if someone's autistic and no one else will really. I'll be talking to someone in the real world and I'll go, oh, he's got something, you know. So many people are autistic and they don't know it and other people don't know it. Because you can feel it.
Do you feel that I'm autistic?
You know, no, I don't really get much of that from you.
Okay, because I was diagnosed with it.
Yeah, but
I
you're not like, I don't know, something different. I don't know. I don't, maybe I don't look at autism the same way that doctors do. I look at autism as like, that's funny. You're funny. Whereas you're just very, very weird. You do weird things because it's, you know, you're
Yeah.
very self-aware as well. It's not like you're doing these things and you're completely non-self-aware. Oh, I just broke my Lego. Oh well.
Rail, I got a question for you now, actually. So, Rail, are you there?
I'll listen to
Yeah,
the
go
question
on.
and then
Okay.
I'll head off.
Okay, but you're not responding to this question, Tar, to be
Yep.
clear.
Yep.
Actually, wait, are you about to head off?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? I need to change the battery. You just fucking leave. This is the
that's
break.
good.
This is the mid
Yeah.
break. And I'm going to change my battery.
All right, I'll plug all my stuff then.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's cool. On my Twitter, I send hate comments to very normal people on Twitter, who then delete the kind of people who delete their tweets because they get really sad. Just normal people.
That's kind of they could be autistic.
No, probably not. I don't know. I don't like English people. I like people. People go on Twitter and they think they can instantly, you know, yell at someone, be like, "God, you're stupid and I hate you." And then as soon as I'm like, "Oh, I'll do it to you as well." Then I'll see what.
Oh,
know.
okay. So you bully the bullies.
I'll be like, "Look at your dyed hair, you stupid bitch! You dyed old. You're an old woman. I can see your eyes, old woman." And then she deleted a tweet of her hate. I think she left some hate to a black football player.
Oh, Rel will be a
Yes,
fan
well.
of that then.
Yeah. You know, I'm something of a social justice warrior.
But again, you're a social justice warrior against the social justice warrior.
No. She was a racist.
Oh, it sounded like because of the hair. I'm trying to draw lines here. I'm really
Yeah,
falling
just go
apart.
follow me on Twitter. I'm tar_lad. I used to post art. Make sure you go and like it.
I'm surprised you're not plugging your YouTube channel where you put school projects.
Oh yeah, no, go on my YouTube channel where I post my school projects that I've left school now for like about a year.
Wait, but you're gonna be going back to school and doing more. So that's
Never. At tar4044.
Well, you plugged it, so now you do have to leave the call.
Yeah.
You have to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta change my battery. You kind of holding everything up. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna put any of that in it. I'm just kidding. See you guys in a second. The new Spider-Verse. What did you just say? The new Spider-Verse movie has 3 different directors on it.
Yeah, the directors are completely different.
Are
And
you sure that
the,
same guy changed his name 2 times throughout the production?
no. And the other guys is like their directorial debuts.
Of
And
what?
then this other guy has just done like direct to DVD, like directorial debuts, like the other two, and then this other guy has just done like other superhero stuff.
So I guess like they're all kind of shit, but there's
Like
3 of them.
direct
So
DVD shit.
yeah, so they're all shit, but there's 3 of them, so they'll kind of help each other, kind of thing. It's like a learning experience, maybe. That's what I'd assume. I don't know. Tar really took it out of me. I really
This
don't,
dude wrote on Soul. That's not.
I don't like Tar. What do you think of Tar Rail? He's not that cool, is he? He kind of tries to sound cool.
Tar's a lovely person. I wish I could talk to him more.
I don't know. I wish I spoke to him less. I only speak to him once a month. He tries to sound cool, but when I turn off the podcast and he does his real voice, he's like,
Right.
I don't really like Tar anyway. Hey, I got a question though. I got a question. This will lighten the mood.
Okay.
Wait, lighten the mood. Hold up. Hey, okay. 1 second. So I guess go logging into my mobile phone, Tar. Here we go. This is a viewer submitted question. You wake up in a mansion at night, unsure of how you got there. You can't remember anything about your predicament, nor much of the last week. Dazed, you approach the nearest window. You see only because of the moonlight. You look out the window and see a tall man dressed in a black robe, feasting on a dying horse, who's lying down crushing his whimpering rider. What do you do next?
Wow. Am I like visiting the mansion?
You don't know. You've woken up in this mansion. You're in a cold.
Okay. I've woken up in it. Oh shit, dude, that's really good. I guess that's interesting. I would say I would find somewhere to hide within the mansion, somewhere very secure, walls to my back, and just try and like, barricade and then like sleep through it. Then in the safety of daylight, I would then attempt to escape.
Okay, so you barricade. You find yourself you go around the mansion. As you're doing that, you notice that there's a lot of the room you were in was very cold and empty, and clearly no one's it's not a room that they want to show off. But then the rest of the mansion, you find you get through that door that is left unlocked. You go around, and you see it's very full of rich shit, and then you find the place you hide. You find a little cabinet. You get in the cabinet, and then now you're waiting. But while you're waiting for the morning, you hear footsteps around the mansion, and you see shadows through the cupboard underneath. What do you do now? Well, you don't have to do anything, but what do you do if you would do anything?
Why would I get in the cabinet? The cabinet is like
okay.
the
Sorry,
worst
I'll let you decide where are you hiding.
It's the worst spot.
You hide. Where are you gonna hide? Where are you gonna hide?
I was thinking like the basement, like right at the fucking end of the basement, and then like I'd fucking get like a massive like table, fucking chairs, and then I have like because I keep certain things with me whenever I leave the house. Do I have those at least?
Well, what do you usually have with you when you leave the house?
A protection item, I will say.
Dude, that sounds illegal, but okay. You they So whoever drugged you, whatever the fuck, they took that. But
Okay.
they did leave something in your pocket, and it's it's a hammer. But
Okay, I think that would do the job.
the hammer is a gummy one of the edible gummy hammers as a practical joke on you.
Oh, good. Okay.
So but it's pretty
have
big.
have you seen those videos of like gangs in London?
Um,
Like,
like
like,
no. You what was it?
well, I was just gonna say, I watched this one the other day where it was right outside like a secondary school, and it was like secondary school kids, very obviously. That's like they were just like in uniform, and one of them had a fucking massive ass machete. Like they I think they tried like getting a dude, but they just didn't do a good job of it. And like security came, and then they just like fucking like ran off.
They
But I
tried
was
to kill
like,
just some random guy.
well, obviously they have like whatever sort of conflict that they've made up in their minds to mean something.
Right.
But like, oh gosh, but yeah, it just reminds me all the time of just like how terrible it is over there in London for people. Like kids as young as like fucking 14 and get indoctrinated into that shit. It's real bad.
I guess it is quite like I guess it is quite close. I guess because I don't really see it. I don't think about it. But there's kind of fucked up shit happening in this country. But it's another country near us called Ireland, and
Yeah. Ireland's
there's
got like some of the same problems. Yeah.
there's some similar shit but in a fun.
Yeah.
This is more of a comedic turn of it, but there's these Irish travelers, and they were doing. I saw this video. They were doing some like horse racing down a
Right.
motorway, I think. Like they were racing horses, and then there's police trying to pull up and pull them over and shit, because obviously it's like a danger to themselves and everyone else. But then there's
Mhm.
loads of travelers in like vans and cars like around the horses, knowing that the police will come, and they're like situated around the horse race, like so that they can kind of get in the way of the police. And it's this
Right.
insane display, and I think they get away. I think they get away in the end. Like these horseback like, they're not riding a horseback, but they're like on a very small carriage behind and going real fast. And I'm pretty sure they get away, but it's just
Mm.
insane. I guess the conflict in their minds was like the hooves on the between the hooves and the road, the track.
Well, I'm glad they fucking got away.
Yeah,
I'm
and
real glad they got
then
away.
they pull up and there's like loads and loads of Irish travelers, and there's one of them going, I don't, like telling them off for like doing the stupid horseback racing, and they're like scolding them.
How is your time in Ireland?
It was pretty awesome. I went twice, and when I went the last year in 2022, I met my friend Liam, and he or she got peanut butter in a cereal, and I had it in Ireland and didn't have it since until like a week ago, and now I only have the only thing I've had for breakfast since then is peanut butter in cereal, and I recommend it.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand peanut butter. I'm
You can't
sorry.
stand peanut butter.
No, I really don't. I
What
don't
about
like
peanuts? If you chew them up enough in your mouth, it kind of becomes like a butter.
it. With I guess I haven't had the raw peanut.
You haven't had a raw peanut ever?
Nah. My parents didn't give me a lot to eat when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was incredibly a fussy eater, but but my parents didn't know how to parent, so they'd just be like, "Okay, we'll give you fucking chips and sausages and beans every day, I guess,"
I
while the whole
see.
family eats everything else.
I see. That's not. Yeah, I guess a peanut though to describe it to you, it's kind of like a bean, but it's not squishy.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Is it the one with like the shell around? Like, have you seen? You know that episode of SpongeBob where
yeah,
they
it's those.
throw?
Except you
Yeah,
don't eat
yeah,
the
yeah.
shell bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just eat
Interesting.
there's two. So the shell, it's like, for
Wait,
audio
I'm fucking
listeners.
angry. Wait, I'm fucking angry right now. Why the fuck do they have peanuts when they're underwater?
Oh, that's true. They should have. It would be more funny if they had like kelp or something like some.
It would be
They
more funny if that fucking TV show just went off air. Can't believe that.
honestly, it would, but it wouldn't be more funny. It would just be kind of paying respect to the original show. It was good until like season 3 or 4. They're on like season 5,000 now, and I don't know if you've ever tried to watch a new season of SpongeBob, but it's just all the wrong things turned up to 100. It's horrible.
Oh yeah, totally. It was weird how it just like dropped off so quickly because Steven Hillenburg was still working on it. He wasn't directly like writing episodes or like he would sometimes direct episodes, but not all the time. He was still like working in the production, but it was just straight away because the first episode right after the good seasons was that really awful one where Squidward has to like redecorate his house for like the TV show, and it has that
Right.
terrible bit where SpongeBob like drops the sofa on like Squidward's foot. And yeah, they just like started relying way more on the gross out shit.
That's true. It's that
It's very
that's
unpleasant.
still what they're doing, relying on the gross out shit. By the way, it's hot. It's not good.
Well, it was weird because there was like a season randomly out of nowhere where people were like, "Oh, this is a really awesome season," because Steven Hillenburg and a lot of the original people came back because I guess just out of curiosity. Um,
Yeah. Well, what season was that? Do you know?
I don't know. I just know there's one episode where they make like a whole episode about that guy who says my leg, you know.
I see.
And
Okay.
yeah, and people really liked. Well, some people liked that. Other people were like, it's too referential. It's too self-aware. Um,
I'm trying to think if I
but
know that
yeah,
episode. I must have seen not every episode, but every episode up until a point. But I do know the reason why it dropped off. I think it's like the first 3 seasons are considered the good seasons. I think the
mhm.
reason season 4 was such a decline was because what's the creator of the show called again?
Steven Hillenburg.
That's him. He basically always wanted just to have season 3 was always going to be the final season, I think, and
Oh, is that
well,
set somewhere?
he must have said it at some point, or unless I'm plugging it out thin air. But basically, season 3 they went all out and used all their good ideas and was like, "That's it, we're done." And but then obviously the Nickelodeon were like, "No, you're not done. You're making bank off
Yeah.
this shit." So
Well, it's even more disgusting because right after tragically Steven Hillenburg passed away, um, because while he like still was like around, Nickelodeon said like, oh, we want to make like spin-offs of SpongeBob, and he was really against the idea. Then
yeah,
as
now they're doing the
soon
Patrick show. What the fuck is
yeah, they're
that?
doing the Patrick show, and they're doing like the really awful 3D like baby SpongeBob show. I watched a full episode of that. It's really painful.
Oh my god, why did you do that to yourself? Holy shit.
I don't know. Fucking because what else am I doing in my life?
I watched the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob way too quickly. Now I'm upset, and now I've got, and then I went on to The Simpsons, and that's another show that fell
Right.
off pretty early on. Well, not pretty early on, but in terms of its long run, pretty early on. And yeah,
Yeah.
and now I'm realizing, like, I click on the show and I look on the pirate website, 20 seasons, holy shit! Just like with SpongeBob, 20 seasons. And then as I watch it,
Yeah.
I learn more about it. I'm like, oh, actually, I've only got like a couple more seasons until
What? No, it's like fucking like 40 or something now.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I
It,
guess
it,
they've been going since
mm.
1989 or something.
Something I really like to do, like once a month, I'll watch the newest episode of The Simpsons and I'll watch the newest episode of Family Guy, and I'll compare the two, see which one is better. And for 3 months in a row, it has been Family Guy. Like
Holy shit.
that's how fucking bad like The Simpsons is. I've never liked Family Guy for the record. I've always thought it was complete dog shit.
It has always been complete
People
shit.
people praise like the first and second season, and there are like some jokes in there that are really fucking clever jokes. Um, but I've always fucking hated it. There's this one really fucking funny joke where Lois is like, "Oh, Peter, stop acting like a child," and Peter goes like, Yeah, well, if I'm a child, it means you're a fucking pedophile.
That's a good joke. There is moments like that in the early season. Me and Ron tried to watch like the first season of Family Guy, but for the like there was the occasional joke that would catch us off guard, but for the most part,
Yeah,
it was just like we'd prefer to watch the newer season just because it's so shit that there's something to laugh at because of how shit it is. This is just kind of
I get
gets
that.
boring.
Yeah, I
But
get that. When you watch new Simpsons, you just get like very severely depressed.
oh
Or at least
really?
I do. Yeah, because like you just look at how fucking like effortless the animation is, like the scripts have nothing to them, and how now like The Simpsons, like every single fucking goddamn thing these days is desperately trying to force in like these like agendas to say like, oh, don't worry, we're on the right side of history, and really force like certain things. It's really like obnoxious and obvious. I hate
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen any real new seasons of The Simpsons to get that vibe. Obviously, I've only seen I don't know. I've only seen the opening of one, and I was bored by the opening, and that's why I stopped. Like I was
Right.
like I literally went into it like, okay, I'm really enjoying The Simpsons. I can't even remember what the episode was about. It started off in like a boardroom
No.
meeting or some shit, but I was like, I'm really enjoying the Simpsons. I just want to see how it compares to the newest seasons because I know it's not that great. And
Yeah.
I went into it knowing that it's not gonna be that great, and I just couldn't watch like more than a couple minutes because I was just what the
Uh,
fuck. Connor, holy shit! Connor made it into the Obzodact. Connor, we're live. We are live right. Holy shit!
What?
Connor, we're not live, but we are recording the Obzodact.
You're recording?
Yeah. We've been going for I think like 50 something minutes.
I just woke up.
Holy shit, Connor!
I couldn't sleep last night. I'm sorry, I just couldn't wake up in time. I was sleepy. I was a little sleepyhead today.
Well, you did
Yeah.
make it. You are still gonna be banned, but it's okay. We can still.
What? No!
I'm just kidding, Connor.
You're kidding. It looks like, from the looks of it, I'm the only one not getting banned.
Yeah, you, Rail might still get banned because he was he was early, but
It was a little early. Yeah.
yeah,
I was
actually,
earlier before everyone.
okay, Rail, you can stay. I'm sorry, I do own the server. Connor, what do you think of The Simpsons?
Oh, haven't seen it.
Oh, Family Guy. What do you think of that?
Oh, I've seen a lot of Family Guy. Dude, Family Guy is fucking awesome.
You haven't seen anything of The Simpsons?
Wait, what is that show?
You fucking retard.
I don't know much about it. I know
It's,
there's a guy, he likes donuts.
You definitely
think.
know about The Simpsons. There's no way. Are you trolling right now? Was The Simpsons just more in the UK for some
Well,
reason? or something?
okay, I know about like Bart Simpson, he likes skateboards. Alright.
Yeah.
And,
Shut up, dude.
there's these really cool edits of him going like, he goes down a slide and he's like, yo.
Bro, I love those awesome edits where they put a purple filter
It's like sad,
over,
sad music over it.
Yeah, over Homer like driving and smiling, and
Yeah,
like
that's just
cool
so
vaporwave
relatable.
music. Bro, it's so
I have
cool.
actually, I've seen all of it.
I love listening
I
to that
also-
for 10 hours every single day while I talk to no one. It's great.
You know what? It's I just watched this The Simpsons movie. That's a really good movie.
No, it's not.
That's
That
a
shit's
really
fucking-
it's funny
that's
throughout.
dog shit.
It's not
fucking
dog shit. It's so fucking
It
funny,
is
dude.
dog shit. It's so fucking bad. I hate that film so much.
What's bad about it? List one thing. I bet you can't even come.
Tell me a legitimately funny joke in it.
There's a part
not
where
one
he
good
goes
joke.
where he has to get into the dome at the end, and he's like, "Oh, how do I get in the dome?" And it's funny as well because he's probably thinking about donuts. That's just an extra laugh,
That's
but
so
it's not.
funny.
That's just more
Dude,
implied.
he loves donuts.
See, Connor gets it. Anyway, then he goes into this shed, and there's a jetpack, and there's loads of visual gags in the movie. There's one where he goes in the shed, and there's a jetpack, and it's like, "Ooh, I can get in the dome now." But he goes, and then next to the jetpack, there's super glue, and he puts that on his hands, and he super glues his way
See,
up.
yeah, that's like flanderization, where because
What?
Homer, because
What the fuck are you talking
Homer,
about?
It's this thing where like
What?
over time, you're like your main traits of your characters just get exaggerated over and over to the point where they like aren't relatable and just can't exist anymore, so they're just terrible. Like Homer is seen as like a dumb guy, so it's to the point where someone will be like, fucking like that where like if he saw the jetpack, the funny thing would do would be like, oh, he uses the jetpack, but then he just like fucks up completely with it anyway. But no, because they don't know how to write anything. It's like, oh, he doesn't even realize the jetpack's there because fucking whatever. It's so terrible.
I need
I
to
hate
ask,
that shit.
Connor, are you sharing anything that would have to be cut out of a video?
No, it's for the video listeners.
Okay. Oh, you're playing Elden Ring?
Just a little bit of gameplay. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
kind of
Why
like
haven't they
it's like
made a
those
Family Guy?
YouTube. It's like the Family Guy clips, you know.
Why haven't they
They're
done a
like
Family
a
Guy
game on the
movie?
bottom.
I think they have done a Family Guy movie, right? Haven't they done the? Haven't they done
They've done the Stewie like specials. That's
yeah, and
really
they
it.
didn't they do a Star Wars shit? Connor's so fucking retarded.
Oh yeah, they did do a Star Wars.
Fucking shit back there,
Wait, what the fuck is that?
Were you?
dude. You don't even
You-
want to know.
Okay,
Did you
I won't
guys
ask.
ever like get into Star Wars or have like any sort of Star Wars phase or like that?
Oh, big
I tried
time.
to watch
Dude.
Star Wars, but it's just like I found it very boring the first episode.
Dude, have you seen the? Dude, you haven't gotten past the first episode. It's like a
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Dude.
did you start with the prequels?
No.
Just-
Sorry, not the
just
first
wait.
episode.
There's
The
like a
actual
really crazy-
first movie. Sorry, the first movie I meant.
Yeah, do you like that? That it's fucking organized in that way? Complete shit.
This is
Yeah.
a really crazy like plot.
It's just
twist.
because
You-
the
you
prequels
won't
are
see it
so
coming.
good. They're like they are over. They.
I
I really like this
I
gameplay,
watched-
Connor.
Yeah,
I
my
watched-
game is running really poorly for some reason right now.
Well, it is Elden Ring, right?
It, yeah, I think it's because I'm streaming it, but
Well, you don't have to, but if you
it's
stop
for the video
streaming-
it's for
yeah.
the video listeners.
I'm
I
thinking of
watched
getting this game.
the
It's
watched
I've been having
the-
fun with it.
okay.
What did you watch, Rail? What the fuck did you watch?
I watched the first Star Wars and I was like, this is so charming. This is so well done. Like this is really good. And then I started the second movie and I was like, I'm bored. And then I stopped because
Really?
yeah, I don't know. It just
I got
starts off
bored
really
too.
really poorly. Yeah.
I think it's just because I was trying to watch it but it was like just a whole bunch of talking and shit, and then characters in the movie
You're
got
right,
introduced. And I was like, I don't get it because I wasn't listening properly either. And
Where's the explosions? What?
yeah, well that's what I'm talking about. If I want to watch a movie, I'm gonna put on like Endgame or something like where you can watch it on mute.
Oliver's favorite movie is Transformers 2. He loves Transformers 2
Yeah, I
as
know.
his favorite.
I don't
Oh,
know
dude,
why
that
you
movie
keep
has so
bringing
many
that
like
up in that way.
explosions and shit. It's so cool.
Explosions. There's so many explosions.
Yeah,
and
it's really cool
accents.
though. It's really cool. Dude, I can't
is
hear
really
shit.
cool.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I-
Connor, you should be sorry.
I'm sorry. I need to turn my volume down a little bit.
But now I'm just like I'm very much opposed to learn or get into anything Star Wars because that feels I've just had like it's had the worst representation in like modern years. Like both people who like it and like the product itself. Like just don't want to give it the time of day anymore.
Yeah, it kind of feels like when you a TV show real good and then the final episode shit. It's like, well, I'm not getting into that. What's the point of doing that if it's just gonna be shit?
Yeah, that's how I feel about Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
What-
I was literally I watched the first episode, and then
Mhm.
the new season came out, and I was like, well, fuck, I can't. And there's no point anymore.
Dude, fucking the first time I watched Game of Thrones was I was over at a mate's house and he was like, "Oh yeah, the first episode shit, so I'll just show you the first episode of the second season." I was like, "All right." So then it was happening. I was like, I don't have any attachment to these characters. I don't know what's going on. I was like, why did you? I just got such a bad fucking taste of it. Such an idiot.
That is a pretty stupid thing to do. Did you tell him how stupid it was, and then did you say?
Yes, I did. But then we had a party afterwards and got drunk and watched Garfield. So it was pretty lit.
Oh, that's good. I was gonna actually say, this reminds me. I can't quite see the name of the boss that Connor's fighting, but it looks like it's called something Garfield. Is it? What's the boss called, Connor?
Oh, what?
The boss that you're fighting
I'm
on
fighting
Elden Ring.
Godric the Grafted right now.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was Garfield. Okay, don't worry.
Garfield?
I wanted to
Holy
bring that
shit.
up earlier,
Wait,
but it. Yeah. Oh, I also, Connor, I'm seeing on Elden Ring, there's all these players like going around, like the shadows of previous players. How much does that benefit the game? Because I've been playing Bloodborne on my PlayStation that hasn't got internet.
Oh, yeah?
So I don't get any of that shit. But is it worth?
Oh, dude,
connecting?
it's so helpful. I mean, like, they'll always tell you about the, like, secret hidden passageways, and, like, it's like, yeah, jump off this cliff for, like, extra loot. It's really useful, actually.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
And sometimes you'll see one where it's like, be wary of a surprise attack, but like sometimes there isn't a surprise attack, so it kind of keeps you on your toes.
I see. 'Cause I guess it's one of those games that just don't tell you anything, so it relies on the community, kind of.
Yeah, let's see what this one says. Oh yeah, try jumping. That's a good idea. I'll jump in there.
I wanted to ask you earlier.
Cool.
Were you, as a kid, were you a Cartoon Network kid, or were you a Nickelodeon kid, or Disney XD?
Well, if I was in like an XD mood, I'd watch Disney XD. But I think okay, Nickelodeon was the free one, right? Well, no, that you paid for that. That was on Sky. So at my grand's house. Yeah, at my grand's house, I got the paid one. And then it's like I'd watch so much SpongeBob on the paid one.
Yeah.
And then when I got back home, I'd have to watch CBBC. Yeah. But I would watch
I
so
did
much
this one.
SpongeBob.
I had Freeview for like most of my life. And now I can't even remember most of the shows that were on fucking CBBC. What were the good ones?
Oh, there was Dick and Dom.
Dick and Dom was good.
That was a really good show.
Dennis the Menace, I liked a lot.
Disney XD is the reason I turned out so retarded. I watched way too much, like, Dog with a Blog.
There's a show called Dog
with a Blog. That shit was funny as fuck, bro.
That show's
what is it?
But
what is it about?
It's about a dog. It was a talking dog, and he lives with like the nuclear family, and he like blogs about it. It's really cool. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's not a lot going on.
Shit. Okay. Well, that does sound good. It's from the perspective. He's talking to the camera, like, hey.
Yeah, it's
guys,
from the perspective. Oh yeah, he talks to the camera too. He's kind of a vlog. He kind of invented vlogging.
He doesn't talk to the camera. He types on his little laptop, and he says like cool, snarky stuff because he's awesome.
He is awesome, and
I don't
really remember anything else about the show.
The only thing I remember watching on Disney XD was Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, that was a good show.
I wanna slander Samuel quickly. He says that Phineas and Ferb was like complete dog shit and there's nothing good about it.
No, that's pretty good.
He's a complete idiot. He says the music is shit in it, which no, there's some fucking awesome songs in there. Real fucking bangers.
104 days of summer vacation. I gotta come out and stand that. And the anthem I got it, a rock generation. And they're on out and there. Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mommy or climbing up the Eiffel Tower.
I think I've heard that one. That was a good one.
I like that
fucking
one.
hate Simon.
And I'm kind of glad him and Ron didn't join. That's the only reason I would be against it if they joined, because it kind of ruin everything. It's like there's Frost, there's Alexis. I mean, and then that's like the top worst. And there's Ron and Sam.
Yeah, yeah. Frost and Alexis.
I
watched your tier list. I was just was curious where I placed.
Wait, have we stopped? Have we stopped?
Stop
What?
recording? No.
No,
I got a
Yeah.
couple questions. I got a couple of last things.
Oh, okay.
dude, you put
Okay.
shit, dude. You put someone above me, and it pissed me off. Who was? It was like, was it Alexis? It could have been Alexis.
No.
No, it couldn't have been
Previously called Frost Drive, now called Alexis. All of their ones are in the bottom.
Wait, Frost Drive is Alexis? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What? I have no idea. I have no idea who Alexis is.
That's Frost Drive.
That's Frost Drive.
Yeah,
Oh,
Frost Drive
okay.
is now transgender. Came out.
I didn't know that, so I was like,
That's
what
cool.
the fuck?
Yeah, she came out on the pod. It's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
I thought it was just one of like
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Samuel's friends.
Wow, that's really cool. I'm proud of her. That's awesome.
yeah. It's because our pod is like the place to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just
But you
thought,
didn't answer me, Oliver. You didn't
Sorry.
answer. I know you're mainly Freeview, but did you prefer Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
I think Nickelodeon had SpongeBob, so that's the one I'd pick.
Oh, you didn't have any. I fucking loved Cartoon Network. That was my shit, dog. I was all
There was
over.
what was it called? Random show, regular show.
Yeah,
that was
that was
yeah, that was a little bit later on with me.
that was Cartoon Network.
I was
Was
all
that
into
show
like Billy and Mandy and Koenig and Next Door and shit like that.
I think what I'm into is mainly was YouTube and watching PewDiePie.
Hell yeah.
To buskers.
Yeah, I watch mostly Cartoon Network. I'd say.
I just want to point out. I think
I know you
Connor-
didn't ask me, but
Well, I don't get. Well,
Uh,
Connor, I've got something else to talk to you about,
Yeah.
which is I think you would do it be a good PewDiePie, because he likes the FromSoft games. PewDiePie.
you like?
you could,
Oh, I would be a good PewDiePie. You think?
yeah, you could do the.
Oh, I
you
could definitely. Hold on, bros.
Yeah,
Let's get in here.
you can take over his Let's Plays
Let's
now
do
because he
this.
doesn't do that anymore. He just lives in Japan, and that's it.
Whoa, guys.
Yeah, PewDiePie really
Oh,
fell off.
you might want to turn off the you might want to mute the game for the audio listeners because
Oh, I have. Don't worry.
okay, yeah, just making sure.
Have you ever killed this boss before, Connor? The Garfield one?
No, I haven't killed Garfield. Are you kidding me? He's like he's the hardest boss in the game.
This one's the hardest boss. Oh, Garfield. I see. Sorry.
Yeah, Garfield is. Yeah, this is Godric.
Oh, okay, he's not.
It's a different guy.
I go another question. I'll read it from the mobile phone. We're getting there, guys. Don't worry. Okay. Fuck. Well. Oh, I never asked you, Connor. Real life war, video game war.
I think you have asked me this, but I'll say you definitely asked me this.
No way.
Hold on. I think my answer the first time was video game war.
Right.
But
what was
not-
your original reasoning?
I think it's because video games are way more fun, I'd say. Like I'm
Way
I'm
more
playing a
fun
video
than
game
actually
right now.
killing people. So wait, what you're trying to say is that it's more fun to pretend to kill people than to actually like kill people?
I mean, it's just you have infinite lives, you can like respawn.
But isn't it more thrilling to know that if you die on the battlefield, then you'll go not the video game battlefield, but I mean the real battlefield, that you'll then go to heaven, where you where if you really love killing people, you get to do that for eternity.
Have you seen Pinocchio?
No, is it
I
good?
haven't. I really want to.
They
I haven't
it
yet.
shows Pinocchio dies a lot in that movie because he's immortal. Well, he has infinite
He's
lives.
immoral? What did he
he's
do that's wrong?
he's in a video game. He's in a video game.
Okay.
He respawns, and it's really cool. And I'd rather be Pinocchio than be just your average Joe.
Okay.
He has a lot of fun in that movie. As like if you watch it, you'll see that he actually has a lot of fun. He's a very happy guy, so I'd rather be him.
Does anyone know how much Guillermo del Toro contributed to Death Stranding? Because it doesn't seem like it has a lot of his flair to it.
I don't know. In a lot of interviews, he says it's his game.
Well, yeah, I know he wasn't like lead director or anything, but like I don't know. That was one of the like reasons why I was interested in it, because I've never really gone into a Hideo Kojima thing, and Death Stranding was going to be my like introduction to his style. But I played it for like an hour, and I was like, this is so fucking boring. Because it is just like walking and listening to like really, really generic fucking just like fucking terrible music. I hate the music in that game. It's so
What if you mute the music and then play your favorite rapper Eminem through your headset?
Yeah. What?
No.
All right. Enough about your least favorite music. Tell us about your favorite music.
That's a
already-
good transition.
No, I already explained very poorly my favorite musician.
Have you ever talked
Yeah.
about music on the pod?
We must have.
Oliver, have you talked about your music? Because I know you you have very specific tastes. Like, do you go out and find new artists, or do you just stick to the ones that you already have?
I don't know. I'm a bit of him with both. I think I
Okay.
listen to movie soundtracks a lot, and then I'll
Oh,
find a
decent.
song that I really like in a movie soundtrack, and I'll be like, holy shit, I need to listen to all of her stuff, and then once I do that, I'll force myself to listen to every single song by the one person, because then I
Oh
can
man.
just say, well, I've listened to it. I guess is why I do it.
Yeah. I wish I could do that. There's been so many artists where I've like attempted that, but just didn't go all the way through.
I think I
do you
find
listen to
What the
Sorry,
fuck?
Oliver, go
What
on.
the fuck? Oh, so okay. Here's the thing: is sometimes I have something to say and I can't remember it when someone interrupts, and Ron and Sam do this all the fucking time, and I'm so glad they're not here. So I can't remember
apologize.
what I was gonna say, but I can.
Well, okay, I was going to ask you, like, do you listen to like scores? Because I've been recently getting into John Williams.
Sometimes maybe if I'm on the bus and I feel like I don't feel tense enough, I'll put on like Hans Zimmerman from the Inception, and I'll pretend shit about to
Alright.
go down, bro. I pretend like I the main
Dude,
character.
you're the
in
main
movie.
character.
Yeah.
You're the main character. I mean, you're the main character after all.
I don't know, especially on the bus and
Yeah, and I just stick with like actual good music, like video game soundtracks and
Enter
anime
the Gungeon
music.
is pretty good.
I listen
Video
to
game
anime
soundtracks?
intros and Steven Universe soundtracks.
Video
Okay,
game
smart.
soundtracks are decent. What are some of your favorites? What do you find yourself going back to?
Dude, I like Nintendo music go hard. It's
Yeah,
like-
you always
I
put that
can-
in your vids. Nintendo. music.
yeah, my vids I made like 4 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a shit ton of playlists on YouTube with like Nintendo stuff.
Are you ever worried that Nintendo go, oh, you do not take the
Yeah,
music.
Oliver!
sometimes I wake up in a cold
Oh,
sweat
I
thinking Nintendo
cannot
got
see.
me. But
Oliver!
I'm
Shut
trying.
up!
I'm trying to use my computer to
You're such a cunt!
to
You're
check
such a fucking
Connor's.
fat cunt. Lose weight.
I'm
What?
I'm trying to check
What?
check Connor's
Real, you sound like
YouTube
those
channel.
scammers right now. Those
You
scam
sound like you're talking to
callers.
Belly Bro right now.
You sound like that's so that's so true.
Oh,
Oh my
that would
god.
be a good place to end the podcast. But we have the news reading segment. Give me a second.
I
Yeah.
feel bad for Buddy Bro. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, I heard these
Um,
started eating fucking maths.
I heard he lost too much weight and now he needs to gain it back.
I
heard
heard
he's
he
like
took
a-
maths class and he
Yeah.
started eating tracing paper.
Math class?
Yeah, he took
Oh,
math
no.
class to eat training.
Shit,
Chris
dude,
Hemsworth and
He's like
Chris
no
Pratt.
calories in that. Does he realize? Does he know?
He doesn't know. It's like the
He
third.
doesn't know.
I-
Oh no.
Chris,
I heard that.
Sorry.
I heard that. Belly Bro was really struggling in college. Especially with maths class, as you guys said. So the teacher was like,
dude,
"Oh,
that's
you
like
know,
that's
he
an
has-
insensitive joke to make about him being in math class. That's fucked up.
no. I think
Wait,
Rail's
what?
gonna make a. What were you saying, Rail?
So,
Well, no, this isn't anything. This is serious.
Yeah.
And so because we all know that Billy Bro, likes to eat every now and then, like the rest of us.
Every now and then.
Um,
Sorry.
freaking now and then.
So the
Oh,
teacher was
okay.
like, you know what? I'll do something. I'll bring his favorite food, and I'll be like, so
His
Billy-
favorite
so
food. I'm
Billy
pretty
Bro,
sure she doesn't own the solar system. Sorry.
it's-
That's
So-
concrete.
so-
What
sorry.
happened?
so Belly Bro, what happens when you take one burger and you put another burger? How many burgers do you have now? But unfortunately, Belly Bro couldn't concentrate because his body and his mind were just fixated too much on eating it. So he just leapt out of his chair and just fucking ate all the food in just like a second. And just
Holy
got fucking
shit.
mad.
And he didn't
Yeah, I
even
know,
do the
right?
maths question. So
He
he's
didn't
bad
even
at
do the
maths
math
but good at
question.
eating.
Yeah, exactly. Which I mean, fair enough to win. He do what he do.
Yeah, he do what he do. But it
He's
kind
gonna
of
die
does.
at like 40, but it's fine.
It's gonna be so funny when that's true, Rail, and then you get cancelled.
Who cares?
Oh, but I got something we all care about here, and
Yeah?
please, this is important. Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt respond to Marvel co-star Jeremy Renner's hospital selfie, and this is on the Independent. It's
I fucking
Avengers.
hate the Independent so fucking much. Such a fucking dog shit newspaper. I saw one of their fucking goddamn headlines where it was like this Beckham kid proves that genetics don't go all the way, and it's just like how fucking low hanging fruit do you have to go to get your shitty little clicks off the 50-year-old like men that like read your shitty fucking goddamn newspaper.
But
I
Belly
re-
Bro doesn't go after just the
Wait.
low-hanging fruit because that could not sustain him.
Oliver, what's the latest news with young Sheldon?
Oh, you want me to? Okay, you want me to
Yeah.
cancel this news article and find the new young
I
Sheldon?
kind
news?
of I've been like
Okay, I'll
curious because you
Google it.
haven't like talked about it in a while.
Young Sheldon news.
Hey, last you talked about it, like the show ended. I got really scared.
Okay, I might be reading the same exact news article here. Let's load it up.
Yeah. I just haven't heard much about it lately. It's starting to worry me.
I remember when like Big Bang like memes started to perpetuate. That's when I started realizing, I fucking hate like memes in general, and I hate the internet and how people conduct themselves on it.
Have you seen the one where Zoolander goes like? Have you seen that? It's really funny.
Have you seen the really funny one where the person says bazinga? Have you seen the really funny
Oh,
one
okay.
where
Oh,
you
dude.
you just-
oversaturate everything?
You're just
Have you
like
seen the really
referencing
funny
my
one
favorite
where-
shit right now.
where someone says something silly and then they name
Yeah.
something silly and it's like, oh, that's the joke. Do you like the joke where it's like, oh, here's a thing that everyone's talking about, let's put it in something else, and it's like, oh, I'm mad because it's this thing that's popular. I love
Really?
that one.
Okay,
you
here's
just
another.
haven't seen the right
Yeah, maybe if
you
you
haven't
read
seen the right
maybe if you
ones
read the
yet.
right
Did-
news article, because this is a
Yeah.
good one here. By the Independent again, the Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons on starring in an old Sheldon spin-off. Isn't that fucking stupid? I mean, awesome.
Damn it. Okay.
Jim Parsons has not entirely ruled out a spin-off series based on his character in The Big Bang Theory. The actor, 49,
Of course
played
he
young, played Sheldon
okay.
for the entirety of the hit sitcom, which came to an end after season 12 in 2019. I think it should have went on.
Me too.
Wait, that might actually be the whole article. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. It was Parsons' decision to leave the sitcom that led to its eventual conclusion. Damn, so he was the one who kind of ended it. Fuck that guy. He previously said he was.
seriously.
Yeah, after he had earned fucking multiple millions, and was like, "Oh, I guess I'm sort of bored of this now. I guess I
Yeah,
just
that was
retire."
that was kind of greedy of him to just like end the show like that. Like he should have cranked out way more.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, they should have paid him less, so they need to stay on.
Yeah.
Anyway, he previously said he was ready. He was ready to get out of the security of the show to fully find out what was next for me. And then he went. By the way, this is some some added context I'm gonna add to the article. He went on to make gay movies, like where he has gay sex.
Oh,
Anyway.
he has gay sex in the movies.
Yeah, you see his.
So he
cock and
puts himself in the movie so he can have gay sex.
Yeah.
I mean, why is that worth mentioning? What's so notable about that?
Because okay, so think about regular sex, where it's a guy.
Yeah,
and a
think
girl.
about like if you put yourself in a movie to have sex, but imagine that with like
But then
another
it's
man.
funny because it's a guy.
Was it like he
it's an
was like
asshole.
financing and
Yeah.
like he had like
Oh,
a
yeah.
significant say?
In the asshole.
Yeah, into the fucking ass. Anyway, after the series ended, a spin-off titled Young Sheldon aired in 2017. In it, Ian Armitage plays a younger iteration of the fucking shit.
Wait, I wanna ask you, did you struggle to say the name Ian?
During a recent
Yeah, what?
appearance, I'm skipping ahead here. There's an ad as well for the new PPI that Brits are receiving £1,000 from. Hold on,
Oh my gosh. I had a time where all the articles I'd get like recommended through Google News was just like about like pensions and like make sure you're like secure when you are older and how old people don't have any money anymore.
Is it
That's all
because
the articles I would have got.
Is it because on your phone thought your fingers were wrinkled and thought you were an old person, probably?
Bro, I don't know. I just knew that it helped me feel even more sad than I already am.
It is kind of sad about old people. I don't know.
Bro,
it's easy.
it's fucking terrible. Like now, it's fucking struggling for everyone these days in the UK. But it's also like it's to the point where a lot of old people have had to start like going back to work. There are people like going to fucking soup kitchens and like getting like food bank donations. Bloody, it's so terrible. I want to get out of the UK so bad, man. This place is dead. Can't stand it.
If you could get out of the UK, but then,
Yeah, where would you go?
Yeah, where would you go?
Where would you go?
I would go to West Virginia straight away to hang out with Samuel.
Oh my god. Dude, I know a guy that lives there.
Yeah, Samuel.
You know him too?
Yeah, man. He's
Oh,
my
okay.
best
So
friend.
that's really cool. Do you think you'd have an issue with you know who else is living there, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm very happy for them.
I mean,
I
don't
hate
you see
Ron.
some
Yeah,
don't you see
don't-
some issues with that, Rail? Don't you see
Yeah.
a few issues if you were to move in?
To
No,
kick
not at all.
Ron out of
Rail.
Sitch. Well, yeah, because that's the thing. Your names are very similar. Yeah, it's not gonna work out.
Rail, they're not gonna have room for you to sleep in the bed with them. I'm just saying.
But if there is a third person in the bed, then it's when the shit inevitably arrives in the bed.
Dude, I'm fine. I'm fine with sleeping on the floor like a fucking dog. It'll be better than what I got going on now.
What's worse than sleeping? Are you sleeping on the ceiling?
No, I just mean general circumstances.
Oh, okay. Not just. Well, hey,
Oh.
listen. Comments. Listen. Let's cut the conversation short. Comments. We got
Wait.
comments to read. Sorry.
Wait, before the comments, I want to show
Alright.
you something, Oliver.
Okay.
I've been doing a bit of logging. Yeah.
Logging.
Logging. I've been logging.
Holy
Dude,
shit!
look at this. Look at this shit.
You about to send some?
Y-
I'm gonna look in the thing.
I ate that whole thing. I ate that whole
Wait.
thing.
Oh
Ollie.
shit! Whoops. I clicked the wrong. Oh, here we go. Yo! Rails never eaten peanuts. Isn't that crazy?
Really? Oh my god! And
Never
then
had peanuts.
guess what? Guess what I rinsed
So
it
Connor
down
ate
with.
peanuts.
Guess what I rinsed it down with, Ollie.
Yo! Hold up. Hold up. Why have you logged this? Are you logging stuff?
I'm logging it, dude. And then check this out.
How long have you been logging food? How
I
long?
finished it off with dessert.
Oh, let me check.
Dessert.
I would smoke a blunt with the orangutan.
Oh yeah, let's go back up to. Can we talk about which monkey you'd
um,
smoke a blunt with?
Oh, okay.
So I'll do
okay.
it with the orangutan because orangutans are awesome. Then I don't know.
It's so easy for me. Like it's instant,
Lemur.
instantly. Loris,
Oh, Loris,
and
Loris, obviously.
Lutang or Lutang. I don't know
Why
how
are
to
you
say it.
choosing the orangutan? Orangutans are fucking amazing.
Well, the Loris is literally me, and then dude, look at the Lutang. He's so cute.
I'd fuck
the
the
cute little guy.
mandrill.
You'd fuck. Wait.
Wait, was that the question? What's going on?
How do you
You'd fuck the mandrill?
pronounce
Nah, he'd
how do you
fuck me.
pronounce those guys above the orangutans?
Oh, let me check. So we're looking at a meme here for the audio listeners. What fucking shit we'd smoke a blunt with?
Yeah.
Baboon?
You know,
No,
there's no.
the one-
What I like about this is that there's actually no bad options.
Yes, there is the baboon.
What?
Baboon!
But baboons choose fucking conflict at every turn.
Yeah, they'd be
What?
like, "Oh, you smoke too much of that shit," and they'd take the weed back.
I would not be. There are
I
very
guess
specific
it's
animals
good to
that I
have some
choose.
an authority figure in the blunt rotation.
No, they won't be authority. They'll just fucking rip you apart.
If you were having tea with an
No.
orangutan
Well,
and you
not
didn't
if
have
they're
authority,
smoking weed,
you'd
they
want
won't.
a Thor at tea, the Chris Hemsworth, to come in and take authority, leading back to Chris Hemsworth. Not only is he a Thor at tea, bringing authority,
Yeah.
but he can bring sincere get well soon tweets to Jeremy Renner, who is in the hospital recently.
Whoa, dude, you really connected the dots, man.
Oh,
God,
fucking genius. And
dude,
now,
you should
and now
totally-
I have shown my social prowess. I'm interrupting and reading comments, Medi comments.
Oliver, you're blue.
Well,
Complete.
dude,
oh, yeah,
that
shit.
was
Whoops.
beautiful what you just did.
Many
Oh, my
comments completely forgot that there's a picture of my shit in a toilet on your channel. Isn't that awesome? That I have a
Yes.
picture.
I fucking hate you. Can you stop posting your shit in the fucking server?
What? What? Why not?
why?
That was a really good shit I posted in the
That was
server.
good
You have to
shit.
agree,
Come
right?
on. I mean, you really.
Don't do that.
Why not? What's up
Dude,
with
Oliver-
shit?
He's got problems.
Because I don't want to
Most-
open my phone and see a piece of shit.
Dude, well, it's a good one though, right? I mean,
It's a good. Well, if it's a good one, come on. You know what you've got, Rail? You know the not gays, but this is the not shits. You're trying to say that you don't.
Oh
shit.
yeah, that's so
Dude,
unreasonable of me. I did not want to see a
you're
fucking
saying
turd.
this, yet you want to live with Ron and Sam. I mean,
They're going to be shitting on the floor.
they're gonna be
constantly.
shitting a lot when you're there. I mean,
No,
you're just
no,
gonna have to
they're not.
live with them.
You
No,
do
they're not.
realize
They-
that whoever you live with, they're gonna shit
Yeah.
at some point.
You know, I do have a really bad tolerance for that, to the point where if someone like farts in the same room as me, I will be really fucking pissed. I'll be very,
remember-
very angry.
I
And
remember
I'll-
before
Dude, you
shoot-
just gave
and
me
I will
so
have
many
a go at
ideas
them.
of like if I ever
I'll
meet you.
have a
like,
go at them.
what does that mean?
Well, it's just like so unfair because you're fucking putting shit particles in the air around me, and I don't
It's
want to
not
fucking
unfair,
breathe
you
that
can
Well,
do
in.
it's
too.
better than in. It's better
You
out
can
than
do
in.
it too. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, then fucking go outside and fart.
I don't know. What if you're like
I'm not
everyone's
gonna
sleeping in the
evacuate the
bed
premises.
and it's like,
so I
okay, I've
can-
got to get out of bed now to go fart.
What? I'm not gonna be in bed with you, so that's fine.
No,
What
but
if-
in the same
But
room.
it's like,
What if,
yeah, in the same room, then fuck off.
No,
Real,
no.
but like, what if like we're midway through smoking a blunt? You know, like what do I do? Like, you won't notice the smell because it already smells stinky.
Well, yeah, if I'm high, I probably won't notice anyway. I'll
Like,
be too
it'll be
anxious.
stinky in the room, so you won't even notice.
I remember this rail because I
Yeah.
remember we were the first week that I haven't uploaded yet, and at the time I was like, okay, this one's like a lot because it, the moment it starts and we start because it's gonna be first week hair with rail, and so the moment
Yeah.
it starts, the hair that I've shaved off is gonna get fucked up in the bowl the moment it starts. So at that point, the video has to be completed. If it was like first week chips, I can rebuy chips, I can rebuy eggs or whatever. But this one was like, okay, from the moment it starts, it has to be completed. And then I remember before you came over, you were like, by the way, you said something like, no, if you fart in there, I can't guarantee I'm gonna continue the video. I was like, oh
Yeah, and then
shit.
it was good that we had that conversation because it made you sort of realize, you know what, this is fucking this video is going on Oliver's channel. I need to just like roll with the punches and just like let him do all the disgusting, awful shit that he's going to do. Which is why I think that video is going to be so fucking great because
It is really good.
I was able to roll with you. We was able to get some good stuff done.
I'm glad. I was because at that point when you said you might leave when the farts happen, I was like, oh shit. I don't know if I don't know if I can risk it.
But
Yeah,
but
I'm
that's
really glad
for
we did
that's
it.
for content. I'm willing to do anything to myself for content.
Okay.
But fucking yeah.
Butt fucking.
If you no, I'm done with that as well. But if you want to be on
Oh,
my fucking like good side,
good for you.
then you're not to fart around me.
Wait.
That's
There's a
very
good
bad.
side and the dark side, or the good side and the fart
There's a
side.
very dark side. A very dark
Oh
side.
man,
Very fart side, probably.
Shut
they have
up.
that in Star
Shut
Wars.
up.
You should definitely. It's like really cool.
Okay, next comment. Jimmy Fungus comments. I watched up until you blamed Ella for ruining the podcast, in brackets, which I thought was a monstrous accusation. But I will watch the rest of on New Year's Eve, which is when the video really should have been posted, quite honestly. Jimmy, have you watched the rest of the episode? That's my question. Why would he leave a comment without watching the entire what the hell? What's up with
What the
that?
hell?
Ella seems very nice. I hope I get to talk to her someday.
Yeah, well, she ruined the podcast. She ruined the whole thing, Rail. She ruined it.
Did she ruin it? She seems to be the best part in the podcast that she's in.
No! I'm the best part of this one and everyone. I'm the best
Okay.
part of everything.
Yeah.
So now I've
Obviously
made
you
that
are,
clear.
Oliver.
I think her dreams are cool. I like reading her dreams.
Yeah, we should do a dream app at some point.
Oh yeah,
Dream
you
app?
can hear about.
Dude, oh my god,
you can
bro.
hear about all the fucking terrifying dreams that I have all the time.
Honestly, I'd love to. I read some of them, but I also sometimes deliberately don't, just so I know, like, I've got to get
Yeah,
this.
they're a bit long. I understand.
I don't log my dreams, but I did have a dream yesterday.
Oh my god. What happened to you?
I did. Well, okay. For context, yesterday I had plans to go to the movies at like noon to watch Puss in Boots, Bussy Boots, you know.
Mm.
And so I was like I was snoozing, right? I was like in a half awake or half. I was like half asleep, so I was like kind of dreaming.
Yeah.
Or like I was like dreaming. I was dreaming that I went to the movies to see the newest Thor movie. I don't
Holy
know,
shit. Chris Evans.
and I was dreaming that like I just kept having to delay like going. I just kept having to, and then I showed up like at the end of the movie.
No!
Like, and everyone's like leaving the theater, and I'm like, "Hey guys, I just got here," and they're like, "Connor, the movie's already over." And then
Fuck.
It didn't sound like that.
and then like that makes me realize that I need to wake up. So I jolt awake, you know, in a cold sweat, and I check my phone, and it's like it's noon. That's when the movie's starting, and so I was like, shit, dude.
Did you make it in time in real life?
I made it like 5 minutes into the movie, so it's,
Whew, not as bad as the
Oh
dream.
man,
thank God those previews go on forever. You
I'm
know?
sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to miss some of the movie.
I just missed like the beginning. It's no big deal. I had a lot of fun watching it though. It was way better than Avatar 2.
Did you
I
watch
mean,
Avatar in 3D or 2D?
I watched it in 2D, so my eyes wouldn't hurt after. It's like a like more than 3 hour movie. I'm not gonna look at some like gimmick on the screen.
Yeah, I get you. Um, the more I think
I
about
mean, the whole movie's a
Avatar,
gimmick, really, honestly.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. The more I think about Avatar 2, the more I dislike it. I still don't think it's terrible. Um,
Oh,
but I don't think it's like, and I don't think it's like, great or anything. I just think it's like good. I'd say it's good.
okay.
Um,
I think I'm sick of CGI movies. Honestly, it's just like, and the plot
I get
sucks, dude. It's such a bad
yeah.
story, and like,
No, I agree as well. I hate the fucking structure of it. I hate that it's called like what is it, the shape of water, the way of water, or whatever. But it takes like fucking half an hour or some shit for us to finally get like,
dude, yeah,
into like water.
and
You know.
I went to the movie expecting it like to not expect you to know what's going. Like, it feels like I should have seen the first movie first, which is
Oh
like
yeah, totally. Mm.
so I didn't know anything what was going on at the beginning. I kind of figured out that one dude. I mean, spoilers for Avatar, very minor, but
You
I
should
didn't.
go see it if you haven't seen it because it's a visual spectacle. It looks very nice.
You should watch clips on YouTube of the best
Yeah,
scenes.
watch
Like,
YouTube shorts of Avatar
yeah,
2.
watch
No,
YouTube
no,
shorts.
go to the theater and see it. It's really worth, especially if you
No,
get
don't
IMAX.
don't give them your money. Give Puss in Boots your money. Ah, and
Give
Pinocchio.
Daily
Don't give
Shorts your
don't
money.
Pinocchio
give
on
this
Netflix.
company your money. Give this other
The
company your
best
money.
two movies I've ever watched in my life. I love those movies so much. And
I
dude,
bet
you
I bet
want
Sam likes Puss in Boots because he likes
dude,
slaying puss.
they're gonna make a new Shrek movie after. Isn't that cool?
Wait,
It's
they're
fucking
making a new
awesome.
one?
Are you an
Yeah.
idiot? Fucking that's been announced for ages.
Did I already know about it? Wait, so
Yes! Dude, I'm excited for it.
dude, imagine the little baby Shreks and they're eating Doritos, probably.
Dude, at the end of the Puss in Boots, they're like, sorry, I don't know if this is it's not really a spoiler. They're like, we're gonna go see some old friends. And
No, and then one of
then
them
starts
Shrek.
playing like Funky Town or something. It's like
Probably one of them Shrek, one of their
it's
friends.
really funny.
Well, well,
So now you
just
don't need to watch the movie,
I got more
basically.
comments here.
Sorry, can I just spoil every movie?
No, look, look.
In
I've
Avatar
got
2, the blue
okay.
people are racist towards each other for like half an hour, and then they like get along. So it's like
Yeah, dude, and
so much
also like
character development.
yeah, we've already told you to go watch it. So if you're still listening, then it's your
Yeah.
fault. But they fucking tried to
Oh,
kill
oh my
like
God,
that
bro.
dude. They tried to kill that dude's son, and then that's just brushed away like so quickly. Like the dad doesn't care, and fucking like that kid's like, oh, I know what it's like to be an outcast. It's like
I
that's
hate that
fine.
trope in movies. It's like I could just leave the theater for like 10 minutes and like I know what happened. I know what happened. It's
Yeah,
like
and the whole like
it's
catalyst for like that conflict was the girl appreciating something about water. And they're like, oh, look at this little bitch,
dude, look at your fingers.
appreciating
Your
our
fingers
whole
are all
culture.
weird. And then the guy's like, "Yeah, I want to see what they can do." Wow. Wow. Guys,
It is called The Way of the Water though, so I mean I haven't seen the movie, but it sounds important there a bit.
I
yeah.
fucking hated that they didn't kill like the main villain as well. Like
But
that,
it's
I
the
thought that
same
was
Dude,
for
yeah,
all the
fucking
other
a
movies.
stupid
they're like,
idea.
dude, they already
Such
got
a
like the
stupid
next
idea.
3 movies
Yeah.
written, I'm pretty sure. Or like they have plans to make like a bunch more movies. Uh,
They didn't give me like
so it's like
enough of.
I'm not watching
They
all
didn't
this.
I do like this movie. I still think there's enough like positives in it, but they didn't give me enough of like the world or like the building, whatever. I guess they assumed that like the relationship between the whales and like the water people would be enough of like world building for people. But to me, it's just like, okay, there's like one
Dude.
small element. Why did these people specifically choose water? Why is this such a cultural like life stone for them? But basically, they chose that one because it's exactly the same as the forest, but they were near the water, pretty much. Like it acts the exact same way. Um, and like they talk about it in the exact same way that they do, like the forest people do, where it's just like, oh, everything, you could just like extrapolate a metaphor of like life to water, you know,
Yeah,
and that's their whole religion
I hate
basically.
that they introduced like with the whales. This isn't even a spoiler because it doesn't come up again in the movie. They introduce the fact that those whales have like a juice in them that makes you immortal, and they
Yeah.
don't bring it up after that point. They don't ever, and it's just so they can use it in like the third movie or
Oh
whatever. It's
yeah.
like that's gonna be the plot of the third movie. Oh my God, this guy's immortal. What?
Well, yeah,
But
yeah, exactly.
they
They also do that
bring
with
it up, and then
Spider.
it's like that's it. Doesn't even
Yeah, they
matter.
also they have that fucking. I would have said this is a terrible like fucking like B story with like Spider like getting on with the Colonel, where it has one scene where he's like, "Oh, I like you because you did this,"
Oh yeah,
and then
dude, that whole
that's
like,
it. They're
oh my
like
God.
best buds. And then fucking yeah, they just like don't carry on with Spider, and Spider just like he doesn't intervene with anything for the longest fucking goddamn time, and he like specifically brings them to places. Like it's just so retarded. He was meant to grow up
He
with.
just
He was meant to grow up with the Navi all of his goddamn life, and then he's just like so willing to go on these adventures, like with all of
yeah.
them.
He's like, yeah,
So
I'll
retarded.
do whatever. He
And then
doesn't
it's
care.
just so
He
it's
really
just
just
so
does what he
obvious that they're
wants.
setting up for the next movie. Like these movies are like fine to like break very basic like film rules because there's the implication of like, oh, there's going to be another one that then fixes these like loose ends. But that just means that this product that you've made yourself, this movie, this like singular movie, just has like these glaring flaws in it, but you're just letting them stay there because it's like, oh yeah, we'll just have the next movie fix the problems
Yeah.
with this movie. So fucking stupid.
Yeah. And dude, the climax at like the end of the movie, like the whole like there's some weird like backstabbing that goes on that makes no sense at all. It's
What
you
do you
know what I'm
mean?
talking about? Like I I don't know why you even care about spoiling the plot of Avatar 2 when it's like the worst
We already
plot ever.
have. We already
We
have.
already have, but this is like the end of the movie. uh, but dude, like I'm trying to remember. I think the mom, the like the blue woman, the you know what I'm saying, the mom of the family. She like backstabs
She.
Spider for some reason. She's like, I'm gonna kill. She like puts a knife
Oh
up his
no,
neck. She's like,
that
I
that makes sense.
hold him
That's fine.
hostage. It's like, dude, he like grew up with he. It's like if your stepmom did that
Well,
to you.
no, the whole thing with her is that she's been like racist towards humans like her whole life anyway, because she's seen humans like all she's seen of humans is just how they destroy. So I think that's
Okay.
and plus as well, like she just watched her fucking like son die. She's like in a traumatic state, you know.
Okay.
Hey,
Um,
I
you guys keep talking about Avatar for at least 2 more minutes, if maybe even longer. But if you can for at least 2 more minutes, I'm gonna pee and fill up my drink.
okay. This is gonna be a
okay.
long pod probably.
So,
Yeah, it
Uh,
is, but people like long podcasts. It's fine.
especially her thoughts.
Nobody watches
You guys
YouTube
got
though.
this? If I leave, you guys just keep talking about
Yeah, I
Avatar.
Yeah,
don't
we got
care.
this. We
Okay,
got
okay.
this.
I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Rail's
Um,
really good at yapping his big beautiful mouth.
I talk way too much.
It's no, that's
um,
perfect for the pod though. Perfect for the pod. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Um, but I thought the third act was like there's a lot of weird stuff in the third act where like yeah, even like into that they're still establishing things. Like you mentioned the like thing that makes people immortal. They like
yeah.
introduce that like guy who's like a researcher that has nothing and does nothing.
I'm
um,
trying to remember that. I don't even. There's so much. I forgot about that movie already. It just like went in my brain and out of my brain after after I left the theater. 'Cause-
I meditated on it a lot because I was just yeah, I don't know. It takes me like a few days to truly get my like full impressions on a movie because I just like meditating on it for a bit, you
yeah,
know.
that's how I feel about like movies with like good stories. But
Yeah, I think
yeah,
to be
like
fair to you, I think the spectacle of it kind of distracted me, and that's definitely like to its favor because I don't even think you can disagree that like visually it is a
oh yeah, no,
fucking
that's the only
fantastically
reason to
gorgeous
watch
movie.
it.
No, and like there's some decent performances. Like you mentioned, I really wish I could remember the actress's name, but I'm really bad at names. Um, the actress who played like the mother, like Navi, she was excellent. I loved her performance.
Yeah, I guess the performance was good as well. But yeah, it doesn't really elevate anything. It doesn't elevate the story at all. You know?
I think
It's
so.
like
It made me give a shit in a few. It made me. I really fucking felt the emotional weight of when the son died because she just like did such a great job, you know.
hmm Yeah, that's true.
Um,
I,
and
I
the
think I was
score.
just like at that point, like 3 hours into the movie, I'm just like I'm just a hater, honestly, at that point.
Yeah, I
So
can
I'm
I can
like,
understand that.
when the guy dies, I'm like, fuck this guy, I don't care, you know?
I can understand that. I've been.
I'm like, I don't even care at this point. It happens.
What was your worst cinema experience?
Worse, uh, I usually, I don't know, it might be Avatar too, honestly. That movie just dragged on, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. Usually, I enjoy going to the movies. You like all pretty
Yeah.
much. I can't think of any other movie that I went saw in theaters and I was like, this sucks.
I got one. I got one.
Mhm.
What do you got?
You know, like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I
Oh
wa-
my God, you saw that in theaters?
yeah. I was
Wow.
like maybe 7 or 8, and I saw that, and I think I enjoyed the movie, because I was a baby. But you know the scene where the ants go in the guy's mouth. That guy, the evil guy, he
hmm
gets consumed by ants. The ants go in his mouth. I felt real sick, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here." And I had to
Oh,
I had to beg my parents, like, just take me out of the theater. I feel so sick. And then we went outside a McDonald's, and I smelled the McDonald's. And I felt even more sick.
oh
See,
no.
I feel the opposite when I smell McDonald's. I get hungry.
Yeah, when I
Uh,
saw it, I go, yummy. Smells good.
You know what
um,
sound I make?
You go, ah. You go, what?
As the
Oh yeah, dude, I love
McDonald's.
the golden arches. It's just such a
okay,
fine
okay. So,
dining.
so, so my experience, me, hello, would
Oh,
be, um, when I was watching Aquaman, because I went into theaters to see Aquaman.
When did that come
Which by
out?
the way, shit movie. Don't watch it. Um, there's there's this bit where I don't
When
know
did
what
it
it
come
is.
out? Aquaman.
I don't know, fucking 2019 or some shit. Um, there's this fucking terrible shot with him. He's in an aquarium and he's looking at a bunch of fish, and he's like connecting with the fish. And then they do that trope where he has his head down. They like dolly the camera like into a close up, and then he looks up and like his eyes are a different color. And then like this big thing happens, and it's supposed to be
Holy
like
shit!
whoa, but I
holy
just
shit.
I just laughed out loud, and then this like fucking disgusting fat bitch looked at me really annoyed.
Oh no. That's
And then I just had a miserable time the rest of the time because I was fucking Aquaman.
yeah,
Dude,
dude.
if
I
Belly
haven't
Bro
seen
like
that movie, but
transgender, it would be a disgusting fat bitch. Go on, Connor.
oh, no, I'd be happy for her. But right? I mean, come on.
He's gonna eat your family. What are you talking about? You're not gonna be happy for him.
I did have to
Huh?
hold her back because instinctually, because
Wait,
she's fat, she tried
only
to eat me.
only if he comes as gender. That's when he'll eat my family.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
not he won't. That's the only scenario where he eats my family.
I think in any scenario, Belly Bro eats everything.
Yeah,
First
I
of
guess
all.
I wouldn't be happy about anything that Billy Ray does, and if he eats my family. Uh, yeah, I've heard Aquaman. I haven't seen Aquaman, but I've heard it's like a really goofy, silly movie. So I
It's
imagine
not.
it'd be like a really good time in the theater.
It wasn't. It's they have like
Really?
a romance subplot, and they have like a whole like 15-minute sequence where it's Aquaman and woman like walking around Rome and like picking flowers and shit like that.
Okay, here's the question. Best. This isn't a one that I wrote down. This is an improv question. Best cinema experience.
Oh, I would say it was when I watched Spider-Verse for the third time. When the film was opening, I started tearing up because I was like, man, this is like the greatest like thing ever made. I was like so happy to be seeing it in theater.
It's a very good movie. I like that movie. I didn't see it in theater though, but I watched it. Very good.
You should definitely fucking see the next one in theaters. Because it will
Oh
just
yeah,
look as pretty as like the next one.
I will
You know.
do it.
yeah. I will. I watched the first one on like the worst internet ever, and I really regret that. Like it was really pixelated. I was like, damn, I can't even see the beautiful animation right now.
Dang.
But
Yeah. No, I do feel bad for you. Because it is
yeah,
a very
I wish I would have seen
very
that in theaters. That would have been epic.
But what if I had a
It was a
bad
really good time
internet
though.
in the theaters as well? I don't know. It's the
Yeah,
scenario. Maybe.
that'd be like bad luck.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I
I'd be like,
I
oh
don't wanna
shit.
Oh,
I don't wanna
shit.
I don't wanna make any of you guys feel bad or anything, but I just want to say because I'm very happy I have it. I was able to get this like special collector's edition, like Blu-ray plus DVD of Spider-Verse, and it's so fucking pretty, and it's got director's commentary on it. It's got
How
like
dare
making
you,
of.
Rail?
How,
It's so it's
dude,
so goddamn
just
good.
shut
It's
up.
one of
I don't even want to hear it. It's
God
I
damn.
don't I don't
thank
even
you.
like having like cases or anything anymore, but I'm definitely keeping that one.
Connor could only really hear it when you tried to
I couldn't
watch
even
it.
like watch. I couldn't even see the
You can
movie,
watch
dude.
it. You
And
could
you're like
only
talking about how
really hear
you have
it.
a Blu-ray of it, and like how am I supposed to feel when I hear
Console.
that?
Um, Love and
Man,
prosperity.
Oh, guys! I just had an idea. I
that's
just had an
true.
idea.
I should drop the hater shit.
I got questions on my mobile phone.
Oh yeah.
Hootendao, sorry, says E tier because I put his pod in E tier. Okay, buddy, I'm coming
Oh
for that
yeah.
S tier next time. Do you think you'll get to S tier, Hootendao?
Yeah,
What?
I think. I mean, he'll be below whatever this podcast is at. Probably.
B is decent. That's from M. River.
Mm.
And also M. River commented, my fave pod stacked ep. I was here in spirit on the podcast
Oh
I did
yeah.
in America. Thank you,
Oliver,
Rail.
Oliver, I really want to thank you for wearing the rail shirt during that. I don't know if you guys were specifically thinking of me at the time, but it made me feel a lot better about not being there with you guys because at the time I was very upset I couldn't go.
Oh man, that's awesome. Your spirit was in that shirt because I'm pretty sure did you. That was the one you put on in the first week, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm really sorry I forgot to take that with me. I have like the worst like object awareness in the world.
I just fired into
What's
the
the
mic.
shirt you're talking about?
Oh,
I haven't seen the rail shirt.
it's it says Rail or Rachel Work It Girl, right? And it's
Oh,
got a My Little Pony character on it. It was for first week. It was just a
really?
little silly.
That's really cool. It sounds so rail, you know. So rail.
But listen, I got another comment. I'm gonna read.
Oh, yeah, keep reading them.
Yeah, hold up.
Yeah, keep Oliver, keep reading.
Okay, Ventrixa comment first. Niall comment not
uh.
first. Magic Pant comment third. Turd. This is so fucking stupid. Okay, here's one.
I agree with the person who said not first.
Alexis comments. Nah,
Nah,
I'll be a boy. Nah, I'll be a girl. Repeat
What?
100 times.
What does that mean? Wait. Can you repeat what Alexa said on the pod?
Nah, I'll be a boy.
What?
Nah, I'll be a girl. Repeat 100 times. It's because this is commented on a Let's Play where I said that, and she's quoting that. So
Dude, wait. Alexa said that.
I'm
She's a
reading
boy
what
and
I've
then...
already said in another video.
What? Okay.
You had a really fucking shit joke in the first Let's Play of Fallout 4, where it was like a guy standing next to like a scale of the nuclear explosion, and you're like, "Damn, that guy big."
That's a good one, right? Hey, I
Suck.
got another comment. It's from Her Thoughts. I want to be non-binary. Sorry to really bring the podcast down here, but it's like an obligation to get through every single comment. So just bear with me.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
I want to be non-binary so that I can jerk off to my lady tits. That's what Her Thoughts said.
I don't think it was.
Wait, who said that?
Her Thoughts comments. I want to be non-binary so that I can jerk off to my lady tits. And he also says, can you change his face to the point where she wants a divorce? Happy New Year. The reason that's funny to read is because Her Force is a 60-year-old man.
Wait,
No,
what?
they're not.
I didn't know that.
I love
No,
it
they're
when
not.
I love it when Connor laughs and I can't hear the laugh.
Dude, wait. Okay. This guy this is the guy that comments on every pod, right? Like he's the avid listener.
Yeah. But well,
Man.
I recently discovered he's an avid listener of many small YouTubers, and I'm one of many, and
Really?
it frustrates him the longer the podcast is. He has to go through like
Yeah, it gives
shit.
him less time to watch the other ones.
Yeah, this one so far is like 2 hours, so I'm sorry, Herfords. He's not. He's
Air
probably
Force, you sound like a very beautiful human, and I appreciate your time.
Hell yeah,
Dude,
thanks for listening.
He's gotta be beautiful. He's gotta be.
Ron comments nigger. I'm quoting.
Well,
I'm quoting there. So.
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
it says
no,
nigger.
yeah.
It's fine to say when
he's fine.
you're just quoting. It's like
Yeah.
not fine.
Yeah.
But now I
Yeah,
actually realized I misread it. It's migger, so maybe that was racist. I don't know.
Oh, what? Oh my god! Wait, you just like said that for no reason.
No, Oliver was
Ron?
just reading from.
Wait,
Ronald
you said about Ron?
was just. No, Oliver was just reading from Huckleberry Fan. It's fine.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, yeah, where they say nigger. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa's comments: human tit cheese gotta taste like McDonald's.
Dude, we gotta stop mentioning McDonald's. I'm fucking hungry.
Sorry. This next one. This app has a lot of funny moments. Love it from Alexis. That's the last episode. So thank you,
Aw.
Okay.
Alexis.
Yeah, thank you.
There's James on that one. Oh, here we go. Here's a really good comment. Ella comments: James on the flames, James on the lames, James on the shames, James on the trains, James on the games, and James on the phone. Okay, it fell off at the end, but I could use one of those.
That was a good one, Ella. Thank you for your comment.
Okay, here's how we can derive a subject from a comment. So rail, obviously it'll be rail on the braille, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
First we reference.
Obviously.
But Connor,
Yeah.
what would you be?
Con on the gone?
Oh shit! When you
Or
leave the podcast.
wait, Con on the gone.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa!
Whoa,
That's awesome.
guys. That was awesome. Guys.
That was
oh my god.
James comments: why the fuck my hand looks so small?
Is it genetics probably?
Yeah, that's usually how you
Yeah, man. You just gotta.
I guess some little hands.
Door hands.
Duck.
Oh,
Her
man.
false comment. Huh? Oh yeah, maybe. No Browns were injured during the making of this movie. And he put a shit emoji.
No way.
Okay.
He's a 60. Do you not believe that he's 60, Rail? Or 50?
I don't believe that.
That's what he commented. And I believe him.
Well, yeah, of course you would comment that because I've looked at his comments. He just posts shit posts, really.
But he's you can get a lot of information out of his comments. If you're willing
Yeah,
to,
but it's also a comment on a YouTube
You,
video.
you should sit on it like you sit on Avatar too. You should
you
just
do
like
that. You sound
think about
Avatar.
it. Think about it for. Yeah, he said he sits on it for a few days.
Belly Bro sits on everything all the time.
I guess so.
Alexis comments
Just think about it.
on Fallout 4 Let's Play Episode 2, picking the most average perks. He comments, or she comments, you have you have to be you have to be adult to be an adult to buy coffee. That can't be true. Here,
Yeah, it's not true. You're a complete idiot.
it is true.
No, guys, he's spread. Shit. She's spreading information online. That's fine.
Here, a toddler could buy a double shot espresso from Starbucks and then go to the store and pick up a 12-pack of Bang energy drink, each one filled with enough caffeine to kill a child. Yeah, so I get ID'd sometimes for buying caffeine. Not often.
Yeah, but you said decaf.
Yeah, I get ID'd for that too. I think it's because
What?
the worker doesn't know what they're doing, and then obviously they say, but the one thing they're not allowed to do is go back on themselves. So once you say, "I need your ID," they have to produce their ID no matter what. So even if I say, "Oh no, this product doesn't
Right.
require ID," look, it's decaf, because they've already said that they need my ID. I now need to produce ID even though the item doesn't require. If that makes sense, it's like a weird rule thing, but that's why.
I have a like corner store near me where, because I still look really young, I look like a baby. But the dude there like really doesn't fucking care, so he doesn't even ID for me for like buying like massive bottles of cider or shit like that anymore.
That's awesome. You know what you should do? There's this thing you can sign up for. You get a job as if you look young enough, you're allowed to. You get paid to go to stores to and if they don't ID you, you report them. They get in trouble. You should do that to that guy. I dare you.
No, but I know he doesn't. Whatever. He probably doesn't care about anything, but I appreciate his existence, so I don't want to do that.
I had a bus driver recently who didn't give a shit about anything, and Connor?
Hey guys.
Huh? What?
I'm just. I don't know why my Elden Ring is running slowly. So
No.
I don't know if it's my
I'm sorry.
camera. Something's fucking it up. Might just be
Oliver,
Discord.
If you had it where like bus drivers would just like not bother to charge you.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I had this bus driver who didn't give a shit, and I got on and he's like, "Oh, you guys get on for free. Get on for free." And then when I got on, and then but then he was the worst driver in the world, and he like was literally
Dude.
less than a foot away from a cyclist pedaling. He was like trying to edge his way
It
around
was
this
probably his
cyclist.
last day or something.
I still see him driving. I saw him recently parked
Oh, okay.
up. Like his engine broke down, and he was like, I saw him. Anyway, he probably killed someone. I don't know. No, I don't.
What's
He's trying his
so,
best though. I mean,
Yeah, he's trying his best.
He's trying his best.
something I've
he
like
gained weight
tested
recently.
with something I've like started testing with bus drivers is if you just take like a little bit longer than they want you to, they'll just sometimes be like, all right, well, just fucking go on. Like
Yeah, I've noticed that.
This wasn't intentional like the first time I did it, but yeah, I was just like getting on a bus to go visit beep, and like I produced my card. I'd be like, oh, I don't know if my card will work, and like I did it didn't work, and he's like, all right, fucking whatever, just go. And I was like, lit.
Yeah, because obviously they don't want to be late to the next stop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've noticed that before as well.
Oh.
When I've like fumbled, I haven't never done it intentionally, but maybe I will because it does cost a lot. Now that where I go, now I have to get like two bus. It's the whole thing. I have to get two bus journeys now to 2 different tickets and shit. It's all changed to where it's like costs like $10. $10. I don't even have dollars either, so like I have to go to the bank and get it exchanged.
Yeah.
$10. Wait, you guys use bucks?
Yeah, you know, like when you kill a cattle, and then you get
that seems kind of weird. What's up with that?
I don't know. We have a lot of like a lot of things that revolve around farming around here, like the
Okay.
changing the hours of the day for farmers.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a whole bunch of shit.
No, we do that here, but we don't use bucks.
Yeah, we
We
use
use dollar bills.
well, we use coins and stuff, but in place of bucks.
Oh. Uh, uh,
Oliver, do
yeah.
you feel awkward when you have to use change?
When I have to use change?
Yeah.
Sometimes on the bus because they don't like they're like, oh, I don't have change for that, and I'll just be like, well, I don't have money on my card, and then they say, well, don't know what we can do about it. And I'll be like, well, I kind of want to get the bus though, right?
Yeah.
And then
When I go to my local Tesco, I often use change, and I feel very like awkward about it.
oh, really?
I don't know, because like I don't know, maybe it's just a stupid insecurity of mine, but like to me, when I use change, it's like this is a very clear indicator that I'm poor. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How come change makes you seem poor?
Because like I don't know. Well, it's definitely just like illogical, isn't it? It's definitely just an insecurity. But to me, it's like, well, most people pay with their card, and I don't keep money on my card for reasons. And then like or either with notes, and I get through my notes like first when I'm like buying shit, because like it's just the most convenient thing at the time.
Right. Yeah,
That's really
I spend
interesting.
change all the time, and I don't know if I can. It's like sometimes I don't know. I don't consider it a poor thing. I guess I just more associate it with opening my piggy bank that I've had closed for a couple months. And I'm like, oh shit, I can. It's almost like free money all of a sudden. I'm like, oh my god, I can
Yeah,
go and eat
I
Nando's.
dude, I bet the
Yeah.
people at the bank. I usually just save up the coins and bring it to the bank. I bet the people at the bank think I'm poor.
And then they check your account, and then your account says that you.
So I am poor. Well,
Oh,
not really, not actually, but like
I
they,
also understand that I shouldn't feel insecure about being poor, but
yeah, it really isn't something to be insecure about. A lot
I'm
of people
insecure
be
about
like
being
that.
filthy rich.
Me too, dude. Like, I just said I was poor, but I said that because I was worried what you guys would think of me if I told you that I'm like super rich. But
Yeah.
it doesn't sound good like when you say, yeah, so I went to the store. I don't even use change. I gave him like $100 bill, and
oh my gosh.
I kind of worry like what the cashiers think of me when when I hand him $100 bill for like a candy bar. I'm like,
I really worry what the cashier thinks of me when I put my card on and I say, oh, by the way, I knew that was gonna go through because I have 100 grand in there, by the way, and I feel really insecure about saying that.
I've never even seen a 50 in my life, let alone 100.
There's not 100. There isn't $100, £100 notes. There's only £50 notes.
Is
That's
that not?
No, we go up to 50, but in America is there like it's like $1,000 bill or is it just 100?
oh, guys, hold on.
Well, I
I'm
guess
gonna
I'm
turn
not
my
looking
camera
at
back on.
Okay. What's going on? Let's see.
I just realized I died in Elden Ring because I was doing this. It's fine.
I haven't looked at your
Guys,
room yet. Let me analyze your room.
Okay, Connor, what's Connor got? Oh, is it a $2 bill?
look at that,
Whoa, $100?
dude. Wait, no. Yeah, it's real. It's like it's so real.
Oh, you're
Bro, can you
faking
mail
it.
that to me?
Yeah, I'll give it to you, Rail, if you want.
Hell yeah.
It's a copy. I copied this shit.
That's
I
so real.
duplicated it. Dude, I duplicated this. Isn't that cool?
It's just because you don't want to seem rich, and a rich person wouldn't have a copy of money, so that's why you have
Yeah.
that.
Well, you can just get a black
It's
marker.
got Benjamin
or
on it. That's
draw
all you need to look at. It's definitely real.
Yeah.
Well,
N-
hey, this pod has been going on for I think over 2 hours, so I'm gonna end it here. But
This
is a good idea.
No.
Everyone join in. Connor.
100 days of summification.
Thanks for watching. Awkward.
I went on a little
Okay,
too
I'm
long.
stopping now.
No,
You should dye your hair black.
guys, I want to do an outro. Hey guys. All right, now you can.